Good morning, everybody. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Hump Day. What is going on? What's up with Josh rocking the shades? These are my money shades, ladies and gentlemen. These are the shades for money. When I put these on, we're going to have $1,000 day, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm kidding. I got to take these stupid things off. Wife got her eyes dilated yesterday, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to with everybody and put these ugly things on. Everybody's like, what the hell's Josh doing today? What is this guy? Yeah, sheesh. Those are the money shades. The money shades. You put them on, you see nothing but money. All right. So again, guys, happy Wednesday. It is the last day of the month. So let's end on a strong note. Let's make some good trades. Let's make some good money as well. Again, happy Wednesday, hump day. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's not waste any time. As you can see on the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, I'm actually down $346.90 on the day. Two trades here in pre-market. One on TAOP, the other one on PRPH. Let's go ahead and dive into these. These are stocks that are moving up today. We do have some news, so let's go ahead and dive into TAOP to start. So what we got going on? TAOP, right at 8 o'clock, TAOP signs agreement to acquire majority stake in Render Lake Tech Ltd. And launch NFT division. So right here in this press release, we have a couple great things, right? There's an acquisition. There's an agreement. They're signing an agreement to acquire a majority stake in Render Lake Tech. And they are launching an NFT division. So right there, we have a good press release without even the NFT part of the press release. And as we talked about yesterday, we're in that hype time period right now. When we see stocks issuing press releases that talk about NFTs, guys, we see those rip and run. We had HGEN this week talking about NFTs. We had VTSI. Same thing, right? So now we have TAOP with the press release signing an agreement to acquire majority stake in Render Lake Tech, and they're launching an NFT division. So this is a pretty damn good press release. So with that being said, I dove into the market this morning. I see they come out with a press release at 8 o'clock. I'm literally just mapping out the chart. And what I notice is we get our push or pull, push, pull, push, pull back to the previous high. So I mark up the previous high, right? And I also see a little bit of the downtrend at that point in time. So I took two trades on TAOP. The first one was for the break of the downtrend, right? So we had 1, 2, 3. This was our fourth time into that downtrend, and we were respecting the VWAP a little bit higher than that level of support. One thing I've been seeing this week is when we're getting these pullbacks, they're not coming all the way down to the penny. I've missed quite a few great trades this week because I'm just being way too greedy, in a sense, waiting for the absolute best entry. So what I notice is we're respecting the VWAP, number one. We did pull back, number two, and we're going into the fourth touch of the downtrend. And again, just my experience in the market, typically when we get those fourth attempts into the downtrend off a level of support, in this case VWAP, we get the break. And we saw a lot of volume move in, right? We saw a lot of volume move in right here. So I was actually long TAOP for the break of the downtrend. We got a nice push and then immediately slams. I mean, very, very quick, very aggressively. I wasn't willing to take a chance of this dumping here in pre-market, right? Because again, limit orders in and out, no market orders. I wasn't willing to take the chance of this cracking below and taking a big loss. So I went ahead and cut the loss, right? So I went ahead and cut it. Second trade, it actually came down to my area, right? It actually came down started to curl. I wasn't taking the trade because we were under VWAP. We actually had this candle close above VWAP. At this point in time, this candle here is bouncing off the VWAP. So I'm like, okay, we got our pullback. We actually broke the downtrend now. We're at our level of support. We're above the VWAP. We closed above, and this candle at that point in time is actually respecting the VWAP. We saw buyers moving in, bouncing off that level. So again, I took another trade for that push up into the 1440s. It got slammed down. I went ahead and cut my losses. So on TAOP, nothing crazy, only $130 loss on the day. But we still have some potential here, right? We got a good press release. TAOP is a low float stock. It is 5.53 million in float, trading 3.2 million shares, currently up 27% on TAOP. What is that average volume? All right. What's that average volume on TAOP? Average volume is 2.7 million shares. All right. So with that being said, is this substantial? It's not substantial, but it's trading above the average. We still have about 20 minutes left in pre-market. We're definitely going to go 2x, 3x, really exceed that average daily volume substantially. So I do think TAOP, because it has a great press release, it's a low float stock. We have activity. There's volume. I think we may have some potential here today over on TAOP. Right now, guys, it is just selling on off. We had high day resistance at 1485, right? So we know high day resistance up towards around that 1485. Where's support, right? If we really look at this, where's the best level of support here intraday? Well, right off that first pullback, right off these lows, right? So we had our big push, our first pullback area before the grind higher from $12 all the way towards that 1485. What's one other thing that you notice about that 1176 level? Look at the daily chart. Go ahead and, look at the daily chart, right? We have some resistance. We have some resistance, right? So we can see visually on the daily chart that that was a level that had been respected in the past. I mean, look at this. 1176, 1176, resistance, 1176, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. So is that a coincidence that that was our pullback level here in pre-market? No, not at all. So if we continue to move down to that 1176, we do have daily chart support resistance, right? We have our first pullback low here in pre-market. That would put us right in that sweet spot on the fib retracement. So if we take a fib off the open, basically where the move started all the way to the high, we can actually map out our Fibonacci levels. So if we do come down to this level and we hold, we may have some potential to grind higher. Right now, the best support is 1176. We do have light resistance at 1377. We have high day resistance up towards around that 1471 once again. And if we break over that level, we're looking at 15, and then 1683 would be our overhead targets if we do actually start moving on up. But right now, I'm not touching the stock. Why? It's just selling off, right? We are in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, all right? I'm not going to take this long. It's not easy to short, so I'm not going to be able to locate shorts on it. So that being said, we need to wait for this stock to establish a level of support, right? We need it to establish a level of support, actually start building some higher lows, higher highs, actually show us that it's reversed. We're starting to move to the upside. Then we can look for a possible entry over on TAOP, all right? Moving on, 15 minutes until the bell. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. RKDA. Actually, let's go ahead and talk about PRPH, all right? Let's go ahead and talk about PRPH. Go ahead and pull it up. All right, so PRPH. What do we got going on? News. Why Prophase jumped 32% today. So yesterday they have acquired digital COVID passport. Shares higher. So Prophase Labs simplifies documentation of user vaccination and COVID testing statute, easily enables clear access to Airbus rail travel. So digital COVID vaccination and testing passport solution. So that's what got this going. No fresh news today. We actually have earnings. All right, so we actually do have earnings. So we have a press release last night. That's what got the stock going from 627, hitting those post-market highs up towards around 950. And then, just selling off, found a level of support down towards around $7.10. And this morning, they actually do have earnings as well. Right now, a loss of 18 cents per share. That dropped actually just now at 9.16, right? So that actually just dropped about 40 seconds ago as far as the earnings. And we can see that the stock's really not reacting to that, right? So the stock is really not reacting to those earnings. So with that being said, we have that press release yesterday, digital COVID passport IDs. I mean, it's not a super hot press release. If we were talking last year and we have a COVID-19 press release, okay, maybe we get some hype, right? But this stock's already moved in post-market. It was a fresh press release. Traders that trade post-market see it. It has news. All right, let's buy it up. Why is it not really moving right now? Well, it wasn't that hot of a press release, and we also have other stocks that have better potential. TAOP has a lot better potential. Fresh news today, better news today, right? Also a little bit lower of a float stock. We also have RKDA, right? So why are traders going to go back to that stock when we have fresh news, fresh activity? Now, if these stocks start dying on off, RKDA starts fading on off, TAOP starts fading on off, where are traders going to go? Back to the upgappers. Okay, what do we have? Oh, we have PRPH. It had earnings today. All right. We also had news yesterday. It's a lower float stock. It has volume. Let's try and get something going. So again, just because it doesn't look appealing right now and we have better potential elsewhere, doesn't mean we should discredit it and take it off the watch list. So I'm going to leave PRPH on the watch list. I have those key levels mapped up. And if we ever start, re-breaking some levels, let me go to PRPH. So if we can ever, get back above, I would say $8. I may look, possibly take this long if we look good. Right now we have $7.10 support right off these lows. We need to get back above that $8 level. We had our first little spiking high as far as resistance in pre-market. We had a little bit of support, right? Cracked that level of support, tested it as resistance. That's key. If we come down to 710, we start building. I may take it long up to 8. If we break 8 and hold, I may take it long up to 9. Right now, am I trading it? No, but I'm definitely going to keep it on my watch list. I know my levels. I'm already prepared, so I know what to expect. If this happens, I can go long. If this happens, I can go short, blah, 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 right? So PRPH, we'll keep that on our back burner. We also talked about TAOP. We know exactly what's going on there in the press release. We also have RKDA last night with earnings, all right? So they announced better than expected Q4 sales results. RKDA is a 20 million in float stock, trading 16.8 million shares. RKDA, average daily volume 1.8. All right, so almost 2 million shares is the average daily volume. We're currently trading almost 17 million, so it has volume, it has activity. The likelihood of us making profit is there. It's a medium float stock, nothing to be too concerned about. It's not over 50 million in float. So it's a relatively low float stock at 19.69 million. We can see that the short float percentage is low at 5%. So as far as short squeeze, anything like that, probably not. Currently up 45% off earnings. Again, closes yesterday at $2.33, hitting post-market highs of $3.25 and now hitting pre-market highs of $4.10. We can see that we just established a little bottom of support, right? Downtrending, 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 downtrending. Up, got a higher low, and we got a higher high. So we're officially in an uptrend. As long as we continue to build these higher lows and higher highs, we need to get back above that 350, right? 350 is key. We had some resistance. Natural resistance as well, $3.50. So we want to see this get back above 350. If we can hold 350, we do have room back up to 4. Right now, where's support? Well, the best support would honestly be all the way back down towards around these lows where we started moving up from here in pre-market. However, now that we're in an uptrend, we can just look at the previous highs, right? So we just look at these previous highs. Boom, high, higher low, boom, higher high, right? Now we're pulling back and respecting that past high as new support. We also have the 9 EMA being respected. We also have the VWAP being respected as well. So this could actually be a really good area for the break of 350 right here if you guys want to take that trade with stops below $3.30. So your risk would be about 17 cents, 15 cents. You're looking for a break and hold of 350, and you do have room all the way back up towards around that $4 mark on RKDA. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, my goodness, CHWY. Woo, look at that. Closes yesterday at $80, currently up to $93.97 off. Really, really good earnings, guys. So CHWY, great earnings. Traders move on in, push the stock up again from $80 all the way to $93, and right now holding its gains very, very well. So where's support, right? Well, realistically looking at it intraday, based on the price action from post-market and pre-market, it's safe to say that support's all the way back down towards around 87. That's pretty damn far. Do we have any other levels of support here from the daily chart, right? Not a lot. I mean, look at this area. Look at our most recent price action level, right? So we crack below that 95 and we just sell off. We sell off below 87, right? So there's not a lot of support from that 94 to 87. So we're really just going to have to play this intraday support and resistance. So where is a good level of support? Well, again, probably back down towards around that 87.18 at those lows. We can also mark up that previous resistance level somewhere around that 88.90 to 89, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. We broke out, right? Here we have a little bit of what we call a hiccup area. So when the stock's moving on up, you get a brief pause, right? A little bit of a red candle, a little brief pause as traders try to figure out what direction they're taking this. So what do we have? They're taking it up, taking it up, taking it up. Brief pause. Buyers win. Continue to push it up. So we can say that we may have some support back down towards around that $90.34 mark, right? Moving up, moving up, moving up. Another brief little pause. And what are we seeing right here? Actually, we're going to put these right off the lows. We're going to put these right off the lows. Let's go ahead and remove that. All right, so we're going to put it right off the lows. The pause, pulled back, pushed. Paused, little pullback, push. So now we can see here that those little pauses, those hiccup areas, are levels that are respected by traders, where that stock pauses momentarily to make up its mind which way it's going to go. And again, buyers win, push it into these pre-market highs of 93.97. So we can see we came down and bounced, coming down, trying to bounce again. Right now, it does look like it's going to crack this level of VWAP, crack this level of support. So where could we see CHWY? How far could this come down to? Well, what I see would be back down towards around, let's just call it $90, right? Whole number resistant or whole number support, $90, right around that little brief pause level of $90, right? So I would say if CHWY cannot hold VWAP, if CHWY cannot hold that 91.75, we'll most likely be coming down towards around $90, and we could possibly make an entry there, all right? So we'll definitely keep CHWY on high watch today, as this has a lot of volume, right? We have 1 million shares here in pre-market, up 14%. For a large price stock like this, the float's not bad. It's only 77 million in float. It blows PLUG out of the water at 441 million in float, right? Under 100 million in float for a $90 stock is not bad. And while we're talking about plug, did anybody notice plug? My goodness, right? My goodness. We were taking this trade long off the 5-minute flag, pull back to the 9 EMA. I'm taking profit at 32.5, and this bad boy is all the way up to $36.28. Who would have thought this stock would continue to grind, right? Who would have thought that? Anyway, it was good money yesterday. It was a fun little trade, great day trade, but right now, PLUG is just grinding away. So we're definitely going to keep PLUG on high watch today. Where we have some resistance, let's look at that 13-day moving average as a level of resistance. That yellow line on the daily chart, somewhere around $37.81. All right, let me go ahead and remove a couple of these drawings real quick. Clean that chart up. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, cool. So resistance somewhere around that 37.81, which is our 13-day moving average, also happens to be prior daily chart resistance and support. So that is a very good level. So if you guys are wanting to take this long, wait for a slight pullback, right? Wait for a little pullback. You could look to take this long up into the mid 37s. PLUG is easy to short. If we get up towards around that 37.81, 38, I will look to take a short on this stock, all right, for a quick scalp off that level of resistance, as I do believe that's where a lot of these traders are going to look to lock in a majority of their profits. So I would look to possibly short this as well. Support right now, intraday support somewhere around that 35.77. If we cannot hold that 35.77, down towards around the low $35 mark, right? We can put it right at 35, right under those lows at 35.30. So let's just go ahead and put it at that $35 mark over on PLUG, being a pretty decent level of support if 35.77 cannot hold. So we're definitely be watching PLUG. It is optionable. So if you have little cap and you're like, how do I get involved with a $36 stock, right? How do I make money? Options, right? Again, focus on delta. So if you buy one contract, right, whatever the price is, let's say it's $1, it's $100 for you to buy that one contract, and the delta's 43. For every dollar plug goes up, you'll make $43 per contract, right? For every dollar PLUG goes down, you will lose $43 per contract. Again, give or take. There's other variables. You have the theta that's a variable, right? Volatility is a variable. But to keep it simple, if you're looking to buy an option contract and you're wondering how much can I make, how much could I possibly lose, focus on the delta. Again, for every dollar the stock goes up, for every dollar the stock goes down, that's how much you're going to make or lose on the option contract based on that delta. And that represents a dollar amount. So that is $45, right, per dollar the stock moves. All right. So again, if you're restricted capital, how do I get involved with plug, right? If I want to take that short off 38 and short it down to 37, how do I get involved? Buy a put and then focus on the delta, because that's going to be your gain or loss per dollar that the stock moves. All right, guys. So number one stock that I'm focusing on right out of the gate, I'm going to keep CHWY off to the right. CHWY. All right, I'm going to keep that off to the right. Keep that on watch as well. But as far as penny stocks, TAOP, not looking all that great, right? Having a lot of selling pressure. PRPH, moving on down to that 710. We'll definitely keep this one on watch down towards around 710. RKDA, probably going to be the best stock to focus on out of the gate. A break over 350, we could see a lot of volume move in. We have support right around 331. That's light support. The best support all the way back down in the low 3. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're focused on today. RKDA to start, followed by TAOP, PRPH, top 3 pennies. 2 larger priced stocks we're going to be focusing on today. PLUG, CHWY, both optionable as well. So if you have any questions about options, please let me know. Other than that, let's have an awesome day. Again, let's finish the month strong, right? Let's make some great trades. Let's make some great money as well. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We have 10 seconds until the opening bell. Let's have an awesome day, guys. Yo! Let's do it! Good morning, DBDB. Good morning. ED played the day with Infrastructure Bill, 147. Jacob, good morning. Where do you get the current volume being traded? I see the current volume right on my scanners. Jeff, right on the scanners. Volume today. This is real time through Trade Ideas. It shows me the volume that is being traded here in pre-markets. Nate, nope, that's actually from Trade Ideas. Anybody can get that. Anybody can get Trade Ideas. Go to AlphaDayTrading.com. Up at the top, stock scanners. Get some more information about Trade Ideas, all the custom scanners we have, all that good stuff if y'all interested. Here we go. All right. RKDA. RKDA. Some of this stuff out of the way. And guys, if you like books and you're wanting to know of a good book for trading to really help you guys out, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right, I was reading this morning. Everybody buy this book. Spend 25 bucks. Invest in yourself. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas is going to make you a 10 times better trader. All right, it's going to really teach you the mindset, the psychology of trading. Highly recommended. If it wasn't for this book, I would not be where I am today. So everybody definitely check that out. CHWY getting a nice pullback down towards around $90. All right, so from 92 down to 90, CHWY, RKDA, not really knowing where it wants to go. We're going to go ahead and throw this on a 1 minute chart for now, okay? So we're going to go ahead and watch this on a 1 minute. PRPH, not quite down to 710. Let's see what it looks like down there. TAOP, still needs it to make a decision. And then what's up with plug? PLUG, $35 support. So right now, guys, not in anything. No reason to touch anything right now. The only stock that I may get involved with here shortly would be CHWY. All right? CHWY may be the only stock that I get involved with here shortly because we're right at 90 bucks. Right? We're right at that $90 level. And we could definitely see a bounce, possible red to green move here on CHWY. Where'd my stops be? I'd give this about $1 of breathing room. Right? I'd give this about $1 of breathing room on CHWY. So I'm going to go ahead and go long. CHWY, small size to start. Don't need a lot of shares to make a good profit on a stock that could really move. But I want to limit my risk and manage my risk well. So right now, I do like CHWY down towards around $90. Again, I'll give it about $1, $1.50 to breathe. And let's see if we can get that bounce off 90 for a quick red to green move possibly and a nice big push back up towards around 93, 97. Come on, CHWY. You can do it. You can do it. Let's go, buyers. Are we going to get that red to green move on CHWY? We got to break 92. We got to break 92 on volume. If not, we'll probably get rejected and move back down to 90. All right, if we cannot break the open at $92, we will most likely get rejected and come down even lower. See, like just like that, right? Didn't get the break. Buyers getting scared. Buyers taking profit. Sellers moving on in. We got to break 92 bucks. A new low a day, I'll go ahead and cut because we probably come down to like that $89 mark. So let's see if that can hold up as low a day, and let's see if we can get some buyers to really move in here and get this thing going. Got about 7 seconds left on this 1 minute candle here. Not looking all that beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and cut that because I can always jump right back in if it sets up. It was definitely a good little decreasing volume push. We had some volume move in. It looked like it wanted it. But if we're going to continue to move lower on CHWY, I'll definitely get it a little bit lower, down towards around that 88.95 possibly on CHWY. TAOP, not really doing too much. PRPH, trying to build up a little bit here. CSCW was from yesterday. CSCW, what do we know about that? Right? It's a choppy freaking stock. It is so choppy. Last Wednesday, choppy. Yesterday, choppy, right? Personally, I wouldn't touch it, right? We know the last 2 times that it's been a mover, it's been very, very choppy. It's not a fun stock to trade, right? Let's go find an easy, fun stock to trade. This stock is more difficult. Why put yourself in position to get chopped out left and right? Let's make it easy. We have other stocks that we should focus on today, right? Where's the activity? I don't think the activity's over there. I think the activity is definitely waiting for TAOP to get going. Definitely waiting for RKDA to get going. We have yesterday's mover, VTSI. All right, that's starting to creep its way up a little bit. CLRO. C to the L to the R to the O. Probably the reason we didn't look at CLRO because there was no fresh news today, and we had 2 other stocks that just had, some fresh news, right? We do have earnings from yesterday. It's just, does it look all that great? I mean, we'll keep it on watch. CLRO is a low float stock, number 5 on the leaderboard. 7 million in float, 5 million shares traded so far today. Basically an earnings play from yesterday. So we have support at 377 over on CLRO. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That's actually a good setup here over on CLRO, guys. Actually a pretty decent setup over on CLRO. right? We got our nice little pullback into those pre-market highs. Looking for a possible $4 break over on CLRO. Got a little VWAP possible break as well for a new little high of day. So appreciate you. Good stuff. Zach bringing CLRO to our attention. Get that little $4 break. Can we get that little $4 break? There we go. 403, 404, 407. There we go. Let's go ahead and start taking a little bit of profit over $4. This one looks pretty good though. 404, 403. Now we want to see buyers hold 4 and hold VWAP, right? Want to see buyers hold above 3 and hold above VWAP as well as our new level of support. Let's see if we can actually get a stock to move up today without, you know, chopping all the way down, pushing up, chopping, pushing. Let's see if we just get some nice, consistent momentum in a stock. Nice push, nice pull. Nice push, nice pull, right? So right now, CLRO long at 395. We want to see these buyers hold, again, VWAP. We want to see buyers hold above $4. We have some decent volume right now, but we have more selling pressure than anything. All right, CLRO, I went ahead and just got out. I went ahead and got out at pretty much break even on that trade. Didn't hold 4. Good setup, though. So CHWY still falling on down. We want to keep that on watch down towards around $87. There's TAOP, guys. There is TAOP down towards around those lows, those 1176 level. So TAOP. Definitely want to keep it on watch. It doesn't look great at all. It doesn't look good. Chop, 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 selling on off down towards around 1176. Let's see if this level can hold on up as some kind of support and see if buyers want to move on in here. PRPH down towards the 710, not looking all that great. Nothing really looks super great right now. Everything's definitely just selling on off. CHWY still selling off. RKDA still selling off. PRPH. TAOP. CHWY, everything's just selling on off. PLUG got a quick little push, but we're starting to get a nice little rejection right now. So how do I determine buyer-seller pressure before the drop? Looking at just the candle wicks. Right, what stock was that on? That was on CLRO. So we see here, you know, volume alone can be misleading, right? So we see here, it looks like we have really good increasing buying volume because they're shaded green. So from a new trader perspective, oh, we have increased buyers. Let's just look at the volume. But one thing I notice is a little bit of price action, right? It's pushing up, it's getting slammed. It's pushing up, it's getting slammed. It's pushing up, it's getting slammed. That tells me that every time buyers try and move this up, sellers are more powerful and slam it down. Buyers try and move in, sellers getting slammed down. I'm also looking at the time in sales. I see more red blocks than green blocks. So a big picture is I see the upper shadow. I see the price action slamming it down. I see more red on the time in sales than green. That's telling me that I'm seeing more sellers come in than buyers, right? So even though we have increased volume, that volume alone was more sellers than buyers. So that shows me on that candle, sellers were more or less in control than the buyers, even though the candle's green, even though the volume bar is green and it's increased, right? So that alone can be misleading. That's why you have to get involved with the level 2. You have to watch that time in sales. You have to understand price action, and we see movement like that in a stock. We could get a good idea, not predict, but a good idea, are buyers or sellers in control, regardless of the shading of the candle, regardless of the shading of the volume, anything like that. How do you get the Greeks to show in the options tab? So back over the TD Ameritrade, right? Let's go find a stock that has options. You want to come out here to where it says layout, all right? You want to come down to Delta, Gamma, Theta, Vega, or customize, and customize them any which way you want. So if you want to add percentage change, ask and bid, anything you want, all right? Go ahead and add that over, hit OK, and that's going to display all the Greeks right there in the options chain for you. I want to see CSCW prove itself. Yeah, intraday it looks good, but one thing that we have to be mindful of, right? We always got to look at that daily chart. What's one area that we need to be mindful of? Yesterday's close, right? Closings, you know, where the stock closes, where the stock opens, those are levels in which traders, you know, respect the support and resistance. So let's see what we look like at 182, right? Let's see what it looks like. Can it get above yesterday's open, right? Can it? If it can, we may see some nice movement in this stock today, right? We can definitely see it back up towards around $2, maybe even back up towards around that 218 to 220. But first, I want this stock to prove itself. Wednesday didn't prove itself. Yesterday didn't prove itself. Why am I going to be the guinea pig? I don't want to be the guinea pig, right? I don't want to like, all right, third time's a charm. Let's go ahead and buy this bad boy hoping for a breakout when the stock dumps like it has the last 2 different trading days that we've traded this stock. So I'm not going to be the guinea pig. I'll let other people be the guinea pig, right? If it actually breaks out and holds, it's proven itself, then we can look for an entry on it. But right now, I don't trust the stock as the last 2 times I've traded it. We've seen how choppy it can be. Good eye, guys. Good eye. YVR halt scanner at 940.42. YVR. Okay. All right, YVR. All right, we got something moving. That's what I'm talking about. We got a little something moving. Why is YVR even moving up today? Liquid Media says we'll create multi-token IP platform in partnership with CurrencyWorks. All right. That press release hit at 834. The stock wasn't really doing too much out of pre-market. But hey, we got a nice little break over those pre-market highs right around the halt area as well. So halt strategy inbound. Halt strategy. All right. So what time did we get halted? 9:40:42. So we got 9:45 and 42 seconds. This stock will be live. We have good volume. We have a new high a day. We have volume, right? We have a catalyst. In YVR, the float is 8 million. So we have a lower float stock as well. How high can a YVR go? Right? Well, obviously we know $5 natural resistance. Might have a little bit around that 534, but then we have a lot of room up to 750. We look at YVR. This one has a lot of potential to the upside. Obviously, we got some spiking highs around 6. We got some resistance right there around 690 from the daily chart. So now we have some overhead targets, right? Let's see if we get that gap up. Let's see if we get that washout down to the halt area for a squeeze. Let's see if we can get a nice little halt strategy to guy. So let's go ahead and remove, and we're all set ready to rock and roll. So I got to put those money shades back on. All right, we got to put those money shades back on. There we go. Let's get it. All I see is green. Actually, I can't see anything with these things on. I can't even see the chart. Woo! All right, guys. YVR. Looking for a little bit of this halt strategy over on YVR. Want to see the gap up, the washout down to the 740. We'll be live in about 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds over on YVR. Right now we have bids at 745, 780. Want to see a nice little 10, 20 cent gap up here. See if we get that break over 5. Here we go. Can we get that 5 break? Got to break 5 here momentarily. If not, then we do not want to be involved because that's a key level of resistance, right? So let's give it a few more seconds. Anything under 490. We want to see bids hold this up above 490 and squeeze over 5 right now, right here. Oh, we got a big wall of selling. We got a big wall of selling up there. Got 17,000 shares, 18,000 shares. Then you got some buyers down there too in the 490s. So it's a little mixed messages. That was a little late of a fill. So we had the gap up, right? The stock gapped up, guys. This is the halt strategy. The fill on my part just was very, very late for some reason. So we had the gap up to 480. What did we say? 10 to 20 cents. The stock immediately pulled back to 471, a penny away from the halt area. And then it pushed, right? I got a very late fill. Very late fill by the time I was in. But again, we see the gap up. We see the washout. We see the push. And that's the halt strategy, right? In this situation, a better fill would have been that 475. I would have been selling at 5. I'm not sure exactly why my fills are at 495 and 493. But it is what it is. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. So we can see that those halt areas are respected as levels of support. So right now, YVR, let's add it to the watch list. We know YVR has strong $5 resistance. I'd like to see it move up through $5. CHWY trying to rebound a little bit here. So keep CHWY on watch. We do have that 87-ish support, 88 support. Nice little 5-minute sell-off, decreasing volume. Little bit of a doji down here, and we have our first 5-minute candle to make a new high. So that's a good indication that we could see this move higher today, right? Sellers are being depleted, right? Stock's selling off, but the volume's going down. That means sellers are slowly working themselves out of the stock. We had our first 5-minute candle to make a new high with increased volume as well. That's a good sign that we could possibly see this back up towards around that 93, 94 over on CHWY. TAOP, just not having it today, guys. TAOP is just not having it. PRPH, oh, sweet little bounce off that 710 to the penny. To the penny. Actually, 711 and 712, so damn close to the penny. So RCON halted. RCON was halted at, that's been more than 5 minutes. We're actually in a 10-minute halt right now over on RCON. Why is RCON moving up? All right, do we have any news? Do we have any news on RCON? Last press release I see was back 3/29, so a couple days ago, and they announced corporate headquarter relocation. So not even a great press release. RCON has been a slow, steady mover over the past, month or two. First red day, so I don't know if I like this for a long. I really don't. I think we're seeing a short squeeze, guys. Honestly, on RCON, I think we're seeing a little bit of a short squeeze. Shorts covering, all right? First red day, huge bearish engulfing candle, right? This one candle eats up the prior 2 days of price movement, right? In one day, we just completely destroy the prior 2.5 days of price movement. Why are we seeing a little bit of a bounce? It's not really a bounce, right? Where's it bouncing? Where's it bouncing off $6? No, we're seeing a little bit of a short squeeze, right? Big red day, a lot of shorts get in this stock, right? We can see just nothing but selling pressure. So we're seeing a little bit of these shorts covering. So I don't know if I'm too long biased. If we start breaking over some key levels and we see that volume really increase and shorts are really feeling the pressure and we're really starting to squeeze those shorts, then absolutely. But we want to make sure first that we don't just turn on over and continue the sell off, right? Because there is a strategy behind these first red days. A lot of shorters will actually short the crap out of these stocks off the first red day, especially when you have a massive bearish engulfing candle like we can see here on the daily. So RCON, is this stock shortable? I would assume it is. Locate. RCON got to locate shorts. All right, so a little bit of a fake out here over on YVR, right? Stock pushes up to new highs, immediately gives, you know, what, 40 cents back. Imagine how many breakout traders were buying the breakout of 5, right? That's why I really preach, do not trade the breakout. Why do I not trade breakouts? Why do I miss so many stocks that rip and run, right, after a breakout? Because we see more or less this, right? I'm not going to take the trade for a breakout just to see it move 40 cents lower. And again, I sometimes take pretty high size. So why would I want to put myself in a position to risk, you know, $200, $300, $400 on a breakout? I would rather wait for the stock to break out, wait for the pullback, right, and then make my entry off a better approach. So again, guys, don't get in the habit of fearing like you're going to miss out on a play. Don't get in that mindset of, oh, it's going to break 5 and it's going to run the 6 and then be a buyer at $5.19. There were buyers at $5.19, right? Now they're down over 40 cents a share, guys, right? Don't put yourself in a position to take unnecessary losses. All right, so RCON is live. Let's see who's going to win this fight, all right? The shorter's going to stay in control, right? Seller's going to stay in control, or are the buyers going to take this bad boy over and squeeze those shorts out? It's going to happen. RCON sitting back, being patient. And I'm still just sitting back and being patient too, guys. I'm waiting for the best entry here. I'm waiting for the best trade. I'm going to make a few grand today. That's my goal, right? Few little choppy plays, small little teeny losses. It's all about keeping those losses really, really small. And I just need one good trade. Just one great setup, one great trade to wipe all of those little losses out and make me a couple dollars. So currently I'm down on the day, but big deal. It's only $400. Let's find that one great trade. Where's it going to be? Is it going to be YVR, right? Is YVR going to hold the 9 EMA and push? I need to have at least a couple separate reasons to take a trade. Do we have a couple? Well, we got a 1 minute 9 EMA pullback. It's trying to form a higher low off of 470, and it's attempting to re-break 5. But again, I don't trust it enough. As we know, this market has been a little unpredictable, in my opinion, the last couple of days, right? Too much chop, too much all over the place, no really slow, not even slow, nothing, just like nice and consistent, nice consistent momentum, right? So why am I going to put myself in a position to say, oh, it's going to hold the 9, it's a higher low, here we go for the break of 5, and then just take a 30-cent loss on 1,000 shares, $300, right? I want a stock to prove itself first. In my opinion, this market has been very, very lukewarm, right? Very, very choppy as well. We want to see some nice momentum and consistency move back to the market to make our jobs easier. So right now, I'm still not long on anything. I'm just kind of scanning through some of the stocks, seeing if anything presents itself, seeing if there's an opportunity to get involved with. If not, we'll just continue sitting on our hands. Look at TAOP, guys. TAOP just giving everything back. PRPH got our bounce, right? We were talking about that 710 bounce, push back up towards around that $8 mark. We got pretty darn close up towards around that 780. So we'll keep PRPH on watch. Let's see if we can put in a significantly higher low here, right? So we came out of the gate, put in a high, a low, a higher high. Let's see if we get some kind of higher low here to where we might see PRPH break that $8 mark. Michael, only 400, he says. That's my max loss. Yeah, it's just as a beginner trader, you know, you got to keep those losses small, right? You're dealing with, you know, different types of capital. I've slowly progressed into where at one point in time, I was okay with losing a couple grand a day because I was also making 4 or 5 grand a day. So I was okay, but I wanted to scale back my risk tolerance a little bit as I live stream to not freak anybody out. Oh my God, you just took a $2,000 loss. What would I do if I took a 2 grand loss, right? So I just scaled everything back. I'm not taking 5,000 shares. I'm not taking 2,500 shares. I'm doing 500 to 1,000 shares. Losses of around, what, 200, $100, but my gains are like $400 or $500. But if you want, you know, let's go, let's hit it hard. I'm all about hitting it hard. But again, for the purpose of the live stream, not to like really throw anybody off or like, my goodness, I can't lose like 2,500 bucks. I want to just kind of scale it back a little bit more realistic. So with that being said, PRPH not looking good. RKDA not looking good, guys. Are we going to have another wish-washy day in the market? PLUG not holding on up. Let's just do a quick scan through everything. Right? We got the SPY. We got the SPY doing pretty well today. Let's keep the SPY on watch over that 396.34. That's a pretty key level of resistance. And if we can break that, we actually may retest those highs at 398.12 over on SPY. Apple's looking pretty good today. Apple's not looking all that bad. You actually got a nice little pullback to the 90 EMA. It's kind of flagging out here towards these highs. If we can hold that low at 122.75, we could put a new high a day in absolutely over an Apple. Absolutely. So again, if we can hold 122.75 on Apple, we could definitely get a push into a new daily high. Facebook. Again, just kind of scanning through my watch list, seeing if anything really jumps out at me. But again, right now, guys, I don't really see anything that's super clean that I really want to get involved with, right? I mean, if I'm missing something, let me know, guys. If you have anything on your watch list that we have not talked about that you want some analysis on, throw it up. Let's definitely take a look at it. But right now, the top movers, the top gainers, right? The YVRs of the world. Look at that. Down the 450. That's why we don't chase breakouts. RCON. Trying to hold its gains, right? It's trying to hold on up. CHWY. We have yet to confirm a reversal. So we're not trading this to the long side because we're still in a downtrend. We have yet to put in a higher high. TAOP. Falling. Right? We have yet to put in a significant higher low and establish a higher low as far as support on PRPH. We're not touching it. Right? So right now, guys, from a long perspective, there's not a lot of opportunity in the market. There's not a lot going on. John, can you take a look at ZOM? Absolutely, absolutely. ZOM, the first thing I noticed looking at the daily chart is you got a couple key levels of resistance right overhead, right? You got your 50-day, you got your 13, number one. So you got to be mindful of that level. What's another thing that I noticed that's a little bit lower? I noticed this level right off these lows. Look. Candle body, candle body, candle wick, candle body, candle wick. 5 separate times on the daily chart, 175 has been respected. That's also a natural level of support or resistance. So we have 2 very popular, very powerful moving averages right overhead. We also have past chart support, which would now be new resistance. And it's also a psychological resistance line as well. So ZOM, would I get involved in the 170s? No, I would not. We have way too much resistance overhead, where it makes little to no profit room, right? We have more room to fall than room to move up from what I see right now at this point in time. So would I get involved right here? No, I would wait to start to see some of these key levels break, price get back above, again, prove itself. Because what have we seen with the market? The market has been very choppy lately, right? The market's been providing a lot of fake out breakouts, a lot of good setups that don't hold on up, that don't move. So I'm not going to be the guinea pig. I'm going to wait for a stock to actually, break on out, start really moving on up. Right? What do we see on YVR? Fake out breakout. What do we see on TAOP? Right? Tried to get a little bit of a bounce, crashing on down. PRPH. Right? We got a bounce, but now we're selling off again. Nothing's really just super strong right now. Zach, MDRR. Let's go check out MDRR real quick. MDRR. I would assume this is a swing trade for you, not a day trade. If you were looking at it from a day trade, I'd say please remove it from your watch list. But if you're looking at the daily chart for a longer time hold, what we can see here is we have some decent support down around 164. We have our very strong 200-day moving average right here where we're currently at, right around that $1.95 to $2 mark. So this is not a bad level at all. If there's a fundamental reason behind this trade that you know of, that you're like, hey, fundamentally, I believe in this stock, XYZ, and we apply some technicals on top of that, we may have some potential here, right? Because we are holding above the 200-day. We are putting in a little bit of a higher low. We're back above $2. Worst case scenario, you put your stops below 164. We have very strong support. Very strong support. We have 2 times that we bounced right around that 164, 165 on the daily chart. So if you were going to go long, right, at the lowest, stops would be right under 164. If you want to keep it tighter than that, right, that's too far. Stops under 190. Put those stops right underneath that 200-day. We want to see that 200-day hold. And we eventually want to see this back up over these moving averages for a possible touch of 250. All right, that's on MDRR. Thoughts on Apple? Just trying to go in order. Thoughts on Apple? Yeah, my thoughts on Apple were, hey, that was a good little, pullback to the 9 EMA. If we hold that 175 level, which we did, we have a nice push into a new daily high. And we did just that. So if anybody was able to grab that trade, fantastic. As far as a daily chart, I mean, it looks good. I actually took some of this yesterday. I was actually averaging in. It was a part of my plan. I told you guys, like, hey, I really like the daily chart on Apple. What do we have about Apple? Right? We're coming off these highs. We're bouncing, right? We're putting in a higher low with 200-day moving average support. I like Apple, right? Technically, it looks great. Fundamentally, it's a strong freaking company. You cannot go wrong for owning Apple. And if you want to own some more Apple today, this is a good time to start buying some of this up. I believe so. I bought some yesterday in the 120s, right? So, but did I go 100% in? No. I allocated. I did a third of what I want to invest. I did a third because we can come down. There could be a shitty press release tomorrow and the stock could come all the way down to 100, right? And if it does, I have funds to go ahead and allocate, right? If it comes down to 110, I have funds to allocate towards my Apple position to continue to bring my average cost basis down, right? But from a technical standpoint, it looks really nice. Coming off the highs, bouncing, putting in a higher low above the 200-day moving average. It looks really, really nice, guys. I do like Apple a lot. Can you explain NIO? What the pattern is looking like? NIO. Downtrend, right? 3 tries to get over that high. Boom, boom, couldn't. We got our downtrend now. So we have our low, we have our high. We have a low, we have yet to put in a higher high, right? So, I just don't like the way that 13's curling. Look at how that 13's curling, right? It's still pointing down. Now we got our 50-day starting to really curl as well. Looking at the overall chart, getting a feel of the stock, momentum, the moving averages. Yes, we kind of have a little bit of this higher low double bottom above the 200-day, but the simple fact that we have this really ugly curl with the 13 and the 50 moving average, I'm not a huge fan. However, we could still definitely move up. Let's see if we can hold above 35 bucks. If we're looking at a pattern here, right? You're asking what kind of pattern do we have? I mean, some would say a head and shoulders, but I wouldn't really classify that on the daily chart as a head and shoulders pattern whatsoever. I mean, some would say, hey, we have a shoulder, we have a head, we have a shoulder, right? Some would say that, but it's not clean enough for me to really classify it as a head and shoulders. If you're talking intraday patterns, I don't really see any intraday pattern at all. The only thing that really stands out to me about this chart is just coming off the highs, just like Apple. Same example, coming off the highs into the 200-day moving average, trying to put in a higher low. I just don't like this recent price action. I don't like how these, shorter term moving averages are really starting to point to the downside. We can see here the only difference with Apple, same thing, coming off the highs, bouncing off the 200-day. This bounce looks cleaner. The consolidation is cleaner. The price action is cleaner, right? We're starting to see that 50 level off. It's not pointing down, right? We're starting to see it kind of level off. We may actually start to see it point back up. We're above the 13-day moving average. So from that example, Apple looks good. But if we go look at NIO, you would probably be thinking, but Josh, it's kind of the same setup, right? We're coming off the highs into the 200-day, but look at the price action. Look at the consolidation. It's not as clean as Apple. Look at these 2 short-term moving averages. They're still pointing down. We have yet to get back above the 13. So when you look at NIO from that perspective and you apply that analysis, you would say, okay, well, yeah, it is coming off the highs to the 200, but it doesn't look as clean as Apple. And again, we have those 2 short-term moving averages still pointing down. To me, it doesn't look bullish right now. It still looks more bearish. Apple, on the other hand, looks more bearish or bullish than bearish, right? Can you guys see the difference between those two examples? Oh, my bad. I thought it was Apple. ALPP. Yeah, I can do ALPP. I thought it was a mistype. ALPP. No volume. Selling off. Small cap stock. Only thing that really gets these things going substantially is news. No news. Alpine 4 Holdings. I mean, if you know something about it fundamentally and you want to invest in it because the fundamentals are there and you believe it has growth in the future, fantastic. I'm not a fundamental trader. Technically, I don't like it. We're below the 13-day moving average. Look at the 13-day moving average, holding that down as resistance, right? Just really nice, proper resistance. Was nice support. Now it's resistance. So I'm not a fan of it right now. I think it has room down the 2, personally, right? Now, if it does start pushing up and it starts re-breaking that 13-day moving average back above 4, then we can have some room up towards around $5, right? But as long as it stays below the 13-day moving average, as long as it stays below, it has room down the 2. If anything happens and it re-breaks the 13-day moving average, you could see this run back up towards around these highs, right around that $4.93, $5 mark, okay? But right now at this point in time, I wouldn't be touching it because we're still below the 13 and it looks very bearish over on ALPP. Corey, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and scan through our watch list. Do we have any opportunity? RCN, no. We may have something coming on up on YVR, guys. Throw a big downtrend on it, just like that. Mark up a level of support, which we have some support right off our first little intraday high. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a fib on it. Is there any kind of fib level? Oh, son of a gun. Look at how these levels just line up beautifully. Fib from the low to the high. Stock comes down, bounces. Stock comes down to the 50, bounces, right? So the fib's being respected. One reason to take a trade, right? We can see that's being respected. Second reason, this low here at 432 happens to be the first intraday high, right? Our first little level of resistance before it broke out on volume. Second reason that's a good trade. If we can come down to this level, hold, and start breaking the downtrend, that would be 3 separate reasons this could be a good trade for a leg higher. So YVR, high watch. Again, we got the downtrend, looking for a possible break. We have a pullback to the 61.8 fib. Also happens to be our first intraday high. Right there, guys, we've identified 3 separate reasons this could be a good level to take a trade. And the more reasons, the better. Not just saying, oh, it's the 61.8 fib, I'm going to buy it. Or, oh, it's just support, I'm going to buy it. Try to identify multiple separate reasons to take a trade, like we just did here. I noticed you're swapping from stochastics to RSI in the starter kit. Yeah, the one I did about a year ago. During that time, I was using stochastics, and I was alternating between RSI to see if I liked them both, which one I liked more. Again, I don't need a million indicators. So at that point in time, during my, applying the RSI, applying the stochastics to see if it would increase my trading, give me a better win rate, could I apply and utilize one of those studies to help give me more of an edge? I realized stochastics really didn't help me out. If anything, stochastics just got in the way of my trading, right? I'm a price actions trader. I'm a momentum trader. I'm all about support, resistance, downtrends, fibs, and I applied the RSI, and I like the RSI a lot. I use it in conjunction with other indicators. It's not a standalone whatsoever, but I really like using the RSI for negative bullish and negative bearish divergence. So if we're in a downtrend and I start to see the RSI building higher lows, but the stock is actually making lower lows, that shows me some internal strength in that stock, right? That we have some negative bullish divergence. Same thing, if the stock's price is making higher highs, but the RSI is making lower highs, that tells me that there's some possible internal weakness and that we have some bearish divergence, some negative divergence to the bearish side. So I like to use that in conjunction with my technical analysis, and I believe the RSI increased my odds of winning in the market a little bit more than the stochastic fast, right? I like using the RSI a little bit more than stochastic. There's nothing wrong with the stochastic. A lot of traders utilize that indicator, that study. But again, it was just something that I wasn't a fan of. It's all personal preference. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever because it is popular. You got to think of it from a trading psychology standpoint, right? No one's using the 19.2 EMA. So if you're like, hey, I want to use a 19.2 EMA, why is it not working? Well, no one else is using it. The only reason indicators and studies work is because traders respect them. The only reason the 9 EMA holds up as support is because traders know 9 EMA can be support. So what do traders do? They come in and buy when the stock's pulling back to the 9 EMA. That is the only reason why the 9 EMA holds on up as support, right? Out of the 100 traders, 90 of them use the 9 EMA. That's why it's respected. If little Johnny over here, he's the only person out of 100 using the 9 EMA, and he's the only one buying at 9 EMA support, no one else really gives a fuck about it, and they're not using it, do you think it's going to be respected? Do you think it's going to be a good indicator to use? No, it's not. So again, think of it from a popularity standpoint. Think about it from a psychology standpoint, right? If you got some weird indicator that you're the only one that uses it, right? It's probably not going to work. But if you have an indicator like the RSI, 9 EMA, VWAP, right? MACD on a daily chart or higher time frames, is that going to be a good indicator to utilize? Yeah, because they're popular. Everybody else is using it as well to get the same buy and sell signals that you're getting. So they're going to be respected, right? So again, don't use unpopular indicators. Think of it from a psychology standpoint. What's everybody else using? What's going to be respected the most? All right, we got to get some trades in, guys. We got to get some trades in. So I'm watching YVR. All right, watching YVR. Starting to get a little pop of the downtrend. Not quite low enough down towards that 432. Not going to take it right now. I'm not going to take this because it could still definitely get rejected and move lower. So we're definitely watching YVR. CHWY, nothing there yet. TAOP coming off the watch list, guys. TAOP coming off the watch list. PRPH may be coming off soon if we drop below 710. RKDA, V, TSI, PLUG. My goodness, guys. What a chop fest today. Right? What a pretty ugly market. Tesla's not at a buy bad location. Tesla's actually at a pretty decent little level here. Tesla's not looking bad at all. Yep, new high day on Tesla. I did not get filled. I was going to be a little too late. By the time I saw it, the best entry was in the 655s, right? Not going to buy at a breakout. So why was this a good trade on Tesla, guys? Well, we have a new high a day. We're pulling back to the previous high, and it also happens to be the 9 EMA out of a little bit of this flag, right? So right there, 3 separate reasons. Pull back to the previous high, 9 EMA with a little bit of this flag. We also have nice volume moving in as well. So I wasn't going to chase this here at the 658s, but that was a nice little trade there. I wish I could have got in fast enough. RKDA, nothing there. Angel, nothing on RKDA. I mean, if anything, short the crap out of it. I mean, just look at that daily chart. Look at how gross this is. It couldn't hold the 200-day moving average. It couldn't hold the 50-day. What are the odds of it holding the 13? Slim to none. Would I be taking this to the long side? Absolutely not. You have a lot of resistance at 3 to 307. As long as it stays below 3 and 307, you could definitely take it short down towards around 275 first. All right, down towards around that 275. But right now, I would not be going long on RKDA unless it breaks and holds above 3. CONN. CONN, maybe. Got a nice little gap to fill. That's the only thing, guys. We got to always look at that daily chart, right? Look at this big gap to fill. Yeah, we're breaking out on the daily chart. Support down towards around 17, but where's the resistance? 19. So support's at 17, resistance is at 19, we're trading at 18. You can only get a 1-to-1 here. Your risk is $1, reward's $1, right? As new traders, you need to be thinking 2-to-1s, right? Always think of a 2-to-1 setup. If you're always trading 1-to-1s, and you have a 50% win rate, you're always breaking even in the stock market. We want to find those 80-20, 70-30 setups. We always want to have at least a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1. The better, the higher, the better, right? But we do not want to trade one-to-one setups, because on average, you'll realize that your win rate's around 50%. And by having a one-to-one win rate, you're never going to be profitable. So again, from this example, $18 right now, resistance $1 away, support $1 away. It doesn't make sense to me from a risk-reward standpoint. RCON, guys, not looking all that great. Not looking all that great at all. YVR, do we have anything? See that? Nice big push. It was a good scalp. Nice big push, but just got destroyed, guys. There's a lot of selling pressure in the market today. Definitely sellers are stronger than buyers across the board. So with that being said, we need to shift our mindset over to short, right? A lot of these stocks here, why try nail a bounce, take them long? Why not wait for the stocks to fake out, try and grab us a great short and take it short? Because these stocks are falling faster than they're moving up. All right? These stocks are falling faster than they're moving up. So why go long? Right? Let's think short. And the only reason I'm thinking long for the past 45 minutes is because I know a lot of you guys probably don't have a light speed broker to where you can short half of these stocks. You probably have an E-Trade, Interactive Brokers, TD, right? And their shorts just aren't that great. All right, let me go ahead and get that out of here. You guys have the scanners. Give me like 2 seconds, guys. Your boy needs to use the restroom, drain the hose. I will be right back with you. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I turn the webcam back on. I'm supposed to mute myself. There we go. That was quick. I am back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What a day. What a day it is. I'm down $452. $452. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Kind of makes me want to just $452.
Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. There's no need for us to rush it through. Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much.
I thought I'd be a little corny, kind of hype you guys up. Not even hype you up. I thought it'd be corny, give you guys a little laugh. Like, oh, this dude over here, what a goofball. Just do the jackhammer and you'll feel better. Yeah, but no, I'm not going to do it today. Maybe a little Q-tip action. We got to get us a good trade, guys. We got to find us a good trade. Let's make it happen. Where is the best opportunity? We're making money today, guys. It's going down. We're making money today, but where is the best opportunity? And right now, I can't find it. Right now, I don't know where it is. I do not see it. So let's sit back, be patient. Let's wait for the stock and the trade to come to us. All right, doing a quick little scan through, make sure we're not missing anything. Doesn't look like we are, so we are good. We are gravy, baby. Hollywood agent, if you can't find a trade. Yeah, I could definitely be an actor, right? $450 is a lot of Q-tips. A lot of Q-tips I have to sell to get my money back. All right, so Tesla, YVR looking just like duty. Let's go ahead and remove that fib real quick. Let's go ahead and go and switch to some higher time frames, guys. Let's go ahead and do some higher time frame trading, see if we get any kind of nice setup on like a 5-minute chart, right? Because 1 minute's right now choppy. Let's see if we get anything looking decent on a 5. Right now, anything on YVR? No. Anything on RCON? Let's go ahead and throw a fib on this. Right up to those highs. Pulling back to the 61.8. Getting rejected off the 50 now. So we're in this little bit of just a little channel, right? With 670 support, 690 resistance over on RCON. If we can re-break 7, get some nice volume to move in, we could definitely see this pop back up over on RCON, right? But right now we just need some volume on RCON. RCON doesn't look all that bad. I mean, if we can start breaking back above 690, $7, we can definitely see a nice little push back up into the 743 mark. All right, so RCON, you know, trying to hold that 61.8 fib, 670 support. Need to re-break 690 to see some buyers move back in. So I'm going to put my focus here on RCON. We got about 1:10 until this candle closes. Let's wait for this 5-minute to close and see what we look like. Have I ever used the TTM squeeze? No, I see a lot of traders using the TTM squeeze. I think I used it for a week and just realized it didn't really help my trading any, right? It didn't really give me more of an edge. I try to keep trading as simple as possible, right? And again, if you like the TTM squeeze and you find it to work well with your strategy and you backtested it, go for it, right? Use the TTM squeeze. It is a very popular indicator a lot of traders utilize. Personal preference, I'm just not a fan of it. I try to keep my charts as simple and as clean as possible. If you haven't yet, definitely give the stream a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you haven't done so yet, but definitely give the stream a thumbs up if you haven't. There we go. Appreciate you guys. All right, so RCON. We got 42 viewers. I want to see 42 likes. Yeah, Jason, that's what I'm saying. 43 people watching, 20 likes. We can get to 43. We can do it. All right, and keep in mind, guys, next Friday, giveaway, right? And if I'm feeling good, right, if we have a great trading day, all right, if we start to see some stocks moving on up, we have a great trading day. I may be doing a giveaway today, guys. Who likes giveaways? Who likes free shit? Maybe some free money, some cash money, maybe some free access, maybe a free course. I don't know. Who likes a giveaway? We get to those 43 likes. We'll do a giveaway today, guys. Just for the hell of it. Just for fun. While the market's slow, might as well have some fun. Appreciate you, Jason. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, stochastic slow or stochastic fast. Honestly, I see a lot of people using the stochastic fast more than the stochastic slow. 28. Oh, we're almost there. You guys are going to make me give away something. Please. Oh, stop. Do not like the stream. Don't like it. Oh, you're gonna make me give away money. Jeff, my man. That's exactly. Teach. You know, give a man a fish, right? My favorite analogy. Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. That's an alert service. Let's be real. That's an alert service. Giving answers. Give a man a fish, he's gonna eat for a day. That man's gone, he can no longer give you fish. What are you gonna do? You're gonna starve. That's alert services. That's why we're not an alert service. That's why I don't like alert services. That's why I say stay away from alert services, because it's not doing you any good. They're giving you answers. All you're doing is blindly trading, blindly following along. Yeah, you may make some money, right? But what happens when they're gone? Eventually, they're going to flake out, right? Eventually, they're going to make their money off their $50 for alerts, and they're going to flake out. What happens now? You can't eat. You can't trade. You don't know what the fuck's going on, right? That's why I don't like alert services. A lot of alert services are hosted on Discord because it's cheap, it's free, it's easy to set one up. That's why I'm not a fan of Discord, right? That's why we're developing our own chat room professionally. That's why we're not an alert service, because again, I'm going to teach you how to fish so you can eat for a lifetime. You're not going to need me to give you answers. And here's the thing about alert services. One thing you guys need to be mindful of is what happens. They reel you in, give you all these alerts, right? You don't know how to do trading self-sufficiently. They know they've got you by feeding you alerts. They got you recurring. You're keeping on paying them, right? You're keep to get those alerts, right? You're recurring because you don't know how to do it self-sufficiently. You don't know how they're getting these alerts. You're just trading them. However, on the other hand, I teach you how to fish so you can eat for a lifetime. You can go out here and do this self-sufficiently. Eventually, 6 months from now, you might, Josh, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything Alpha Day Trading did. I can do this on my own. I don't need to pay you anymore. That's the beauty about learning how to do this versus being told how to do this, right? It's not reoccurring. You don't need me for 2-3 years. 6 to 8 months, you can say, I'm done. I'm canceled, right? I know how to do this on my own. And you're set up for life. And you know a skill set, right? So that's the beauty about, you know, getting proper trading education, what we strive and what we focus on, versus just feeding you alerts. That's not what it's about, guys. And that's why I really do not like alert services at all. For that simple reason there. I like money too, Corey. That's why we do this. I like money. All right, we may have a trade coming up over on RCON. I may be looking to scalp this real quick, guys, just to be completely upfront with you guys. If I take a loss on this trade, this will be my last trade of the day. But I'm kind of liking this 5-minute setup. So I'm going to give it a few more seconds here, but I'm starting to kind of like what we're seeing here on the 5-minute for a possible higher low. Price is trying to get back above that 9. If we start breaking $6.97, we'll see a lot of volume move in, and I want to be prepared. I don't want to get in late. Right? I also don't want to get in too early. Right? So I got to make a good decision. Like, where are my stops? My stops right now are 15 cents away. If we start coming down back below 670, I'd have to cut this trade. But I do think there's a lot of shorts in the stock, and if buyers can push this up another 10 to 15 cents, I do think shorts might start getting scared, start closing their positions. So I do like RCN from that perspective. All right? So let's see if we go ahead and get that break. I'm long on RCON. I'm going to risk that 670, guys. All right? I'm going to risk that 670. You hit that on the head. Most of the time, alerts come after, right? So they see a stock. They make an alert, right? By the time that even gets to you, the trade's already too late. You're getting in late, right? You're not, yeah, exactly. You hit that on the head. And you're left holding the bag. Exactly. Oh, this is a good trade. Let me go ahead and get in, then make the alert. 5 minutes later, they're already in, whoever's making the alerts. These 100,000 member Discord groups pump the stock up for them. They make their money, and everybody else is left holding the bag. Absolutely. 100%. Nailed that on the head. All right, so we got to get RCON back over 7. We tagged 7. We got 695 on the ask. Let's see if buyers can come up off this 690. We want to see a little bit more volume. We want to see these buyers step up a little bit. Got a 4,200 buyer at 690. Want to see buyers move in. 695, 7, okay. Come on, buyers. Buyers need to step up, not just the asks. Buyers need to come up off the 690, 691. 691. Come on, buyers. You got to step up a little bit here. We're looking for a break over 7 for a quick move. There's 701. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of profit, guys. 702, I went ahead and took some profit. Go ahead and lock in about 150 bucks there. Let's see if we get this squeeze. Scaling out. That's all I'm doing right now. Scaling out. We do not want to see buyers come back below 7, guys. We do not want to see these buyers back below 7 bucks. We want to see shorts go ahead and start covering. We want to see buyers move on in over 7. 695. We do not want to see this kind of price action, guys. I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm going to leave 500 shares at break even, okay? So I'm going to take a little bit more there just because I don't like how we're dipping below 7. But I do want to give a small position. 500 shares, just a little bit more room. Stops are going to be 688 break even. I'm not going to take a loser on this trade. 688's my stops. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and put a stop in the system at 688. 500 shares, sell, done. So right now, if I get stopped out, I'm stopped out. But I got 500 shares on the table just in case RCON runs. So far, I was able to lock in a quick, almost $300 on a quick little pop, right? 5-minute trade, bounce, higher low, reclaiming the 9 EMA, looking for a rebreak of 7. Sounds like an auctioneer. Hey, I got 695, 7, 7, 9, 5, 9, it's not 2, 2, 3, 7, 9, 5. Sound like an auctioneer. I could be pretty damn good at it. Oh, you guys were close. You guys were close. 33 likes on the stream. I said if we maxed out at that 41-42 giveaway. But you know what, guys? I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling great. All right? We come out of this red hole and I go profitable. We're doing a giveaway. All right? I go green on the day. Or if we max out at that 41-40, right now it's at 40. You guys are going to max it out for that giveaway. You guys are like, free shit? Let's go. Which one's going to happen first? Josh going green on the day or us hitting 40 likes on the stream? We'll do a giveaway. All right, RCON hard stop in the system. Gonna let that one play itself out just in case it wants to hold and break. YVR, 5-minute chart doesn't look all that great. CHWY, look, it's trying to reclaim the VWAP, getting rejected. All right, so right now CHWY not looking all that great. PRPH not looking all that great. RKDA not looking all that great. All right. How's PLUG looking? Let's look at PLUG here, guys. Okay. Looking to see if that little pullback would actually hold that little level of support right around that 34.92. So we'll keep that on watch. We'll keep PLUG on watch if it holds a higher low. RCON trying still. Got 500 on the table. If this one wants to squeeze, that'd be okay. I got 688 stops in the system. Wesley, let's go, people. Find that like button. He's over here wanting to do a giveaway. I'll tell you what, guys. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway anyway. Who wants to do a giveaway around 11 o'clock? Wesley, you are using a fib extension, right? On that particular one that I was just using, that's a Fibonacci retracement, all right? Fibonacci retracements are for the pullback. Stock's making a move higher, looking to see where the stock could pull back to. That's going to be a Fibonacci retracement. We actually talk a lot about Fibonacci retracements and Fibonacci extensions in a couple of the lessons on the Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit course. So guys, I know it's labeled Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit. You would think a starter kit is going to talk basics, just basic stuff. My guys, we go into a lot of stuff. We dive into a lot of advanced technical analysis. I mean, there's a lot in this starter kit. I got to find a way to do this giveaway fairly. All right, so I got to find a way to do this giveaway fairly. So give me a second. I'd be curious as well if ever anybody said no to an 11 o'clock giveaway. Agreed. 100%. Like, who doesn't want to do a giveaway, right? All right, so let's do this a little bit fairly too. Let's figure out how we're going to do this. I'm setting everything up real quick. Free. All right, here we go. All right, so I know how we're going to do a giveaway. All right. I'm doing it on the wrong computer. You guys got to see it on the live stream over here, typing it up on my Mac. Names a draw. Just in time for the giveaway. Bill. He's like, I'm here now. Let's go. All right, so here's how we're going to do the giveaway, guys. We're going to spin the wheel. So we're going to spin a wheel live. All right, but first we got to pick a winner. So we're going to spin a wheel for what we're giving away. All right. We gotta figure out what we're gonna give away. So I'm gonna fill in the wheel with things, with choices. Okay, so let me go ahead and fill that in real quick. Let's do that. Free it. Go here. All right. All right, here we go. So, we are going to be doing a giveaway. All right. But what I want you guys to do to be entered into the giveaway, right? We're going to pick a winner, and then that winner is going to spin the Wheel of Destiny, the Wheel of Reward, to make it fair, to make it fun. We have cash prizes. We'll do some free giveaways, free course giveaway, you name it. But first, we have to pick a winner. How are we going to pick a winner? Let's see. Shall we do a YouTube random comment picker. I think that's fair. So here's what we're going to do, guys. All right. Let's go down to right here. Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit Sneak Peek. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this code. I'm going to copy it into this box. All right. We're going to filter duplicate users. All right. And that's going to be our video. So right now, amount of unique comments, 6. If we go down here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comments. I'm getting rid of the duplicate users, all right? We're not including replies, right? We're not going to include my replies, okay? So what you guys have to do to be entered into the giveaway, go ahead and go into YouTube, right? Go to YouTube, go to the Alpha Day Trading channel. Click Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit Sneak Peek. Like it. Reply with a comment. Leave a comment, all right? And then we will basically pick a random winner out of these comments. And based on that winner, we will then spin the wheel of reward. Free starter kit, free month of chat, cash prizes, right? Let's have some fun with it. So guys, go ahead, jump over to that video, like it, leave a comment, and if you do that, we will draw a winner, and that winner will have the option to spin the wheel. Wheel, 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 wheel. Let's do it, guys. Let's get to it. I'll give you guys about 10 minutes to go ahead and knock all that out, and then we will go ahead and do the giveaway. For now, I'm going to go ahead and scan through the watch list, see what we got going on here. Mark, if you give away dance lessons, no more viewers. Hey, we should add dance lessons to the wheel. I'm doing it. You made me do it. Dance lessons. Let's have some fun with it. Dance lessons. All right, let's go ahead and apply those wheel changes. All right, and we got our wheel ready to go. Let's go ahead and get YouTube comments so far. All right, guys. From 6 to 21, right? So right now we have 15 people entered into the giveaway. And here's the thing, you got to be here as well. For whatever reason, you are not here when we pick our winner. All right, I'll be picking another winner. The winner has to be here in chat. The winner has to be here for the giveaway. All right, so right now we have how many? Right now we have 21 comments. We had 6, so we have 15 people that just commented. Make sure you like the video as well. Give you guys a few more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and dive into it. All right, right now we're still sitting at, oh, we got 26. All right. So right there, we got 20 people wanting to do the giveaway. Absolutely, Steve. Learning more in 3 days than you have in months. Guys, this is the beauty of live streaming. This is the beauty of individuals that know how to trade, that know how to properly break things down and teach, to be involved in some form of a community, not just getting alerts, but getting educated properly. That's the beauty of it, guys, right? So if that means you got to make a small investment in yourself to learn, you're going to learn more in a live trade setting, live environment, than watching a video from 2 years ago where that individual picked the best example of a bull flag to give you, because not everything is rainbows and unicorns in the stock market. So Appreciate the kind words. I'm glad that you're learning more in 3 days than you have in months. Yes, I'll go ahead and post the link here for you guys. 1 second. It is going to be the sneak peek of the Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit lesson that we posted. Go ahead and get that link in here for you guys. Boom, there's a link to the video. Zachary, first stream today and you learned a lot. Awesome stuff. I'm glad that you're learning and taking some value away from the live stream. I love it. Hey, that's good, Corey. That's a challenge. I want you guys to challenge yourself when we're doing our pre-market stock selection. All right, and I'm going through a clean chart. And we're marking up levels of support and resistance. I'm going to challenge each and every one of you tomorrow to go on that daily chart. Mark up levels that you think are the best lines of support and resistance. I will go through and do mine with explanations and reasonings and see if yours match up. If not, try to figure out why they don't match up based on my reasonings and everything like that in regards to why my levels are my levels. So that'll be a good challenge to see if you're spot on or to see if you need to make some minor adjustments. And maybe something stands out to you like, oh, that makes sense. I didn't know that. All right, okay, cool. All right, right now, 31 comments. You guys are crushing it. All right, we'll do 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. We will pick a winner. We will pick a winner. And again, you got to be here. You've got to be here, and your username's got to match up. You can't just say, yep, that's me, and it not really be you. And if that happens, guys, let's be honest. Let's be credible. Let's be transparent. If it's not you, don't say it's you, all right? If we find out you're lying, and it's not you just because that person's not here, I'm going to ban your username, all right? We don't want that BS around here, right? Nothing but fairness, nothing but honesty, transparency, credibility, have some integrity, right? So don't do it, all right? Just don't do it. You want to be here. So we give you guys a couple more minutes here on the comments. Right now, we're at 31. So you got YVR trying to move its way up a little bit, guys. Breaking that downtrend back above VWAP. Let's go ahead and throw this on a 2-minute chart. YVR, let's keep that one on watch. RCON, keeping that on watch as well. CHWY. Go ahead and do a quick little scan through before we do the giveaway. And nothing. All right, nothing. We got 42 watchers. We have a potential 42 winners, right? Even though we don't have 42 comments. We started with 6. We need 46. Everybody wants to enter into the giveaway. So right now we're at 32. You guys have 30 seconds. When we hit 1050, we're going to pick a winner. Wesley, get the Alpha Day Trading up and running, man. Take my money and teach me. Hey, guys. Couple weeks, we should be up and running. All right, we're just making a few modifications to the chat room, making sure it's mobile friendly, giving you guys an option. No matter if you're on a phone, no matter if you're on a desktop, we want to make sure it's the absolute best experience possible. And not only are you going to get live trade streaming, not only are you going to get live commentary like we do now, you're going to have 5 custom tailored chat rooms for trading, right? They are tailored for trading. We're going to eventually set up SMS push notifications. So anything that goes into our alert box will be texted to you, right? So much stuff. Over 100 lessons in our video lessons library. Every day we do daily trade lessons. I mean, guys, I go on and on and on and on and on. I'm already sure that you know the value that you'd receive, right? But there's so much that you're missing that you're not getting here that you get inside that chat room. This is why we're doing it, to make sure that you guys get the best trading experience and the best trading education possible. So we're good to go. Let's go ahead and do that giveaway, guys. All right, so as you can see, this is the video. We had 6 comments when we started. Right now, we have 32. All right, we're going to select the random winner. One more click, just in case you're putting your comment in now. 3, 2, 1. We got 32, guys. All right, so let's do this. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. And we have J Declare 1986. Awesome explanation as a new trader. This is the info I've been looking for. Flawless execution on the presentation. Greatly appreciated. Do we have J Declare 1986 here? I give you 1 minute to say you are here. Who is it? J Declare. And if you're in chat, if you're in chat right now watching the live stream, that username's probably the same. So let's see, where are you at? We might pick another winner. I don't see anybody saying it's, come on, someone, speak up. We're JD, J Declare, 1986. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I said I'd give you a minute. So, all right. Going once, going twice. Let's go ahead and pick another random winner. Pick another winner, guys. She's spinning. It's spinning. And we got Mike G. Where we got Mr. Mike G? Anybody here? Mr. Michael G. Mr. Mike G. Where are you at, brother man? Let's go. Where's that Mike G at? Oh, Mike G, where are you at? We want to pick a giveaway winner today. My goodness, everybody's like, all right, I want to be a part of the giveaway, but I don't want to be a part of the giveaway. All right, Mr. Mike G, I'll give you 30 more seconds. On behalf of Mike G, I fully accept. My middle name is Mike. Does that count? Hey, my middle name's Mike too today. No, it's not. I'm kidding. But hey, I was up front. I told you guys ahead of time, hey, listen, if we pick a winner and they're not here to do the wheel, all right, we're going to pick another one until we get someone that's here, right? So, they are going to be met. All right, I said 30 seconds, and 30 seconds is up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going down. We're going to pick a winner. You guys got 10 seconds now, 15 seconds. Pick another winner. Come on. Third time's the charm. Who we got today? Jeff. Jeff Hebel. Where's Jeff? I saw Jeff in here. Where's Jeff at? Oh, Jeffy Poo. I see you. Jeff, come on, man. You were literally just up there. You were literally just up there, Jeff. Where are you at? These two were probably one of the first 6. Jeff, there we go. Mr. Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner. All right, Mr. Jeff. Now, it's time to have some fun with the Wheel of Destiny. All right, so as we can see here, I've input random values. We have nothing, $1, $50, free month of chat when we relaunch, a free starter kit, dance lesson, cash prizes. You know, you want to have some fun with this? What do you guys think the max dollar amount should be? What do you think? $50? $50 of free money? Hey, $50 free money. Let's go if you hit it, right? Free month of chat, free course. All right, let's change that to free course, which is our ultimate day trading starter kit, ultimate day trading starter kit. Just so you guys know I'm being transparent. We got to fill it in and have some fun. We got some nothings in there. $100. Oof. I feel like dance lessons are probably the best value. Mark, come on, dance lessons. All right. We'll do a $100 giveaway as well. Apply the wheel changes. Now, what you have to ask. All right, I'm going to click this. I can click it 1 time. I can click it 5 times. I can click it 10 times. How many clicks do you want, Jeff? How many clicks do you want? 1, 5, 10, any number, and I will click it that many times for you guys. All right? You tell me how many clicks you want, and I will click it. 99 clicks. Jeff. Where you at, Jeff? 5 clicks. All right, let's do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Man. Nothing. Who thinks I should give him another chance? Who thinks I should give Jeff one more chance to spin the wheel? We want to give something away today, guys. We want to give something away. Who thinks that I should give Mr. Jeff another opportunity? One more chance. Jeff wants it. Jason says nope. He deserves 2 more chances. 1 more. Yes. Give him another chance. All right. How many clicks you want, Jeff? We're going to do it one more time. All right. 1 more time on the wheel. How many clicks you want? 5 more clicks? It was rigged. Oh, it's not rigged. You saw me input everything. I will click this bad boy until we land on something. How many clicks you want, my man? You want to do another 5 clicks? You want to go down to 1 click? Whatever you want. 2 clicks. All right. Here we go. Can you guys see my mouse? Trying to get this camera over here so you can see my mouse. There we go. All right, ready? 1, 2, and I'm done. Dance lessons, really? Did we have to put dance lessons in there? I tell you what I'm gonna do. All right, I hate not giving away something when I say I'm doing a giveaway. So for the first day of our giveaway, we're gonna give something away. All right, we're giving something away. Moving forward, we'll have our spin wheel. We'll have the Wheel of Destiny. We'll have everything else, right? But for today, so you guys know that I'm not full of shit, I want to give something away. Let's go ahead and click it one more time. Let's go ahead and click it one more time. What do we got? I got something. We got $10. But you know what I'm going to do because I love you? One time and one time only. One time and one time only. Moving forward, guys, when we do giveaways, we're going to stick to the Wheel of Destiny. We let the wheel decide. But Jeff, I'm going to give you a course. All right? Go ahead and send me an email, Josh at Alpha Day Trading. I'll set you up with credentials, and you will get access to the Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit absolutely free. So again, send me an email, Josh at Alpha Day Trading, and I will set you up with credentials, and you will get a free course. That's how much I love you guys. You think it's rigged? It's not rigged, baby. You know it's not rigged, but I'm still doing a giveaway. But moving forward, we will let the wheel decide. All right, so again, send me an email. I'll definitely be more than happy to get you a course. And you will love it. You will absolutely love it. But since I did something for you, Jeff, you got to do something for me. Quid pro quo. I think that's what it means, right? Quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, vice versa. Dive into the course, right? Dive into it. Learn, educate, take things away, take notes. Email me if you have any questions. Do me that favor and actually take the initiative. Take notes. Learn from this course, all right? And once you've gotten through 10 to 15 chapters, you should already know, do you hate the course? Do you love the course? Leave me a review, all right? Right through the hosting provider. It'll give you an option to leave a review. Or you can go over to trustpilot.com, search Alpha Day Trading, leave me a review, title it Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit as well. But I don't want you to review it now. I want you to really dive into it and really grasp some knowledge and really learn. And once you've determined, do I like it? Do I hate it? Leave me a review with honesty. All right? So do me a favor. I'll get you that course. You want to see the dancing? All right. Did you get a little floss? Little floss? Little Q-tip action? Little Q-tip action in the Dougie. I don't know how to do the Dougie. There we go. Dance lessons from a white guy. You're welcome. Dance lessons from a white guy. You are welcome. Oh, man. You guys crack me up. Well, at least we make this fun, right? At least we make this fun. We have a good time. So let's go ahead and, for those of you saying that you want the course, let me go ahead and just post a link for you guys real quick while we're here. All right, here we go. So if you guys are curious or interested, there's a link for the course if you want to check out the curriculum, see exactly what you guys get. But Jeff, I think I just received your email. I will go ahead and set up your credentials, and I will get that back on over to you so you can take advantage of that today. All right, now I know there's a lot of freaking comments in here. Let me go through and see if I missed anything. Let's go through and see if I missed anything real quick. Maddie. Now dance, Josh. You guys got the dance. That's all the dances I'm going to do. I want to see the dancing. Oh my gosh, you guys just want me to make a fool of myself. You want me to make a fool of myself. Wesley, have an awesome day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. I'm glad you're enjoying the content in the stream, and I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 9-10 a.m. Let's go ahead and run through our stock watch list. Let's take a look at some gainers and see if we have any opportunity, guys, because I want to make some money with you, right? Who doesn't want to make some money? I want to make some money. I'm giving away shit. I'm giving away money right now. It's time to make some. All right. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and scan through real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. We do have AMS hitting the breakout scanner. Let's just go ahead and take a look at AMS. Why is AMS moving up? No news since February. The stock is just getting a nice little push off of those moving averages. See what I mean, guys? When we talk 13 SMA, 50 SMA, we don't want to trade until we're back above. Look, we got back above. We held it. We're starting to break over that multi-day resistance, and we're getting a break. Just beautiful technical break right there, guys. That's the beauty of technical analysis. AMS, is there anything worth getting involved with right now? No, we already hit our targets, right? Up into the 325. Already hit our targets there. Let's go look at RCON. Do we have anything going with RCON? It's just light volume, right? We don't have a lot of volume, guys. That is the only bad thing. All right. Absolutely, Bill. Have an awesome day, and I will see you back here tomorrow morning. Absolutely, Jared. Anytime. Anytime. Okay, RCON, nothing. YVR, starting to build, right? We finally got our break of the downtrend. If you guys want a quick little downtrend lesson, right? Look at how the downtrend held up as support. We have resistance. We have resistance. We have resistance. What happens when the downtrend breaks? More or less, when the downtrend breaks, the price will come back down and retest the downtrend as new support, which is also a higher low. So that right there gives you multiple reasons. That's a good trade. Breaking old resistance, respecting it as new support, and it also happens to be our higher low, right? So that is a beautiful example of a break of the downtrend, a pullback, testing old resistance as new support, also establishing a higher low for the next leg up. Let's keep YVR on watch. Let's see where our next low is going to be. We can honestly put a little bit of a trend line on this play, right? We can put a little bit of the short-term trend line on this play. So if we come back to the trend line, hold VWAP, and we curl again, we could see the leg up to $5. Catherine, have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the stream and the content, and I will see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Fernando, have an awesome day as well. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right, so let's check out WAFU. Wafu. Wafu, you fool. Wafu. I'm not a huge fan when people talk tickers in the word, but like they say Wafu or Baidu or Apple, right? It's AAPL, it's WAFU, it's YVR, it's not WVR, right? It cracks me up when I see experienced traders saying like Wafu. Yeah, I traded Wafu today. What? What? Wafu? Yeah, WAFU. Oh, you mean WAFU. Right. All right, so WAFU right now, guys. Not bad, all right? So we broke out into a new all-time, or not a new all-time high, a new daily high, right? 1538. pulled back pretty close to that previous high, established a level of support. Let's see if we build some more higher lows and possibly get a third touch break of the high a day for a possible move up to 16. So let's definitely keep WAFU on watch. Absolutely. Absolutely. We don't want to see it double top, right? If we come down and we put in a lower low, that would signal that that was a nice little double top and we're probably going to start downtrending. But as long as we can hold a higher low here, we can start to curl back up, right? We could definitely get a nice little break over 15. So let's see if we get a higher low. Let's see if we hold 14. If we do, I may start adding a little position here. Right now, decreasing volume pullback as well. It's the beauty about volume, guys. When the stock's pulling back and it's a healthy stock and it has more potential to the upside, when the stock is selling, when there's sellers here and it's pulling back, we would like to see that occur with decreased volume, right? And what do we have? Push, pull. Push, pull. This pull is happening with less volume. We're also trying to fight to stay above $14, okay? So that being said, I may actually start looking for a possible entry here on WAFU in anticipation, right? This is an anticipation play. Is it fully set up for a trade? No. This is more or less, I'm buying at 14 in anticipation that we get that curl back up to 15. Based on a few different reasons, right? Based on a higher low possibly. Based on it pulling back to $14 and holding 14 as support. Based on the decreasing volume, right? So again, I'm being honest. This is more or less an anticipation trade. It could completely go against me here on WAFU. But I'm willing to take that risk because I like everything that I see right now. All right? So this would be something that I get in, and if it comes against me, get out. I may scalp it a few times at a couple small losses before I get the trade that I'm looking for. And that's just me being upfront realistic with you guys. Is this a great killer setup that I would focus on as a new trader? No. Right? Because I'm acknowledging that I may chop myself out a couple times before I get the move in my favor. Right? If it comes down 1380s, I'm out. Lose $100. Get back in. Back down. But eventually, if I still like the trade, I'll catch that move up to 15. Right? So is this a type of strategy or a type of style of trading, an anticipation move that I would suggest for new traders? Absolutely not. Right? But I want to show you guys what I do. And every now and then, based on this criteria and kind of what we're seeing, I'll take an anticipation trade. And that's kind of what this is right now. So right now, WAFU, going to give this candle a few seconds, see how we close out here. Go ahead and let you guys get the scanners again. So let's see how this 2-minute candle closes on WAFU. We really look at a 5-minute. We kind of have a little 5-minute flag, right? Got your volume push, right? Pushed up on volume, decreasing volume, consolidation, right into that 9 EMA, trying to hold above 14 on decreased volume on a 5-minute. Let's see how this holds up. Again, we don't want to try and take this trade too early and this end up being a big double top, right? We do not want to take this trade too early right here and this not hold a higher low. But this unfortunately come down and put in a big double top and start downtrending. So we're just waiting right now. Now we're just being patient, right? We're starting to see a nice little, I'm going to go ahead and take this entry here, guys. I like the decreasing volume. I like how it tagged to the 9 EMA. I like this green candle opening and getting a little bit of a push to it. So I'm long on WAFU, guys. So I am long right here. I'm looking for a move back up to 15. All right, stops are underneath the last 5-minute candle low. So I'm looking at 1380 stops here, guys. 1380. I do not want to see another 5-minute candle low. And again, if that's me getting chopped out of my position, if it resets back up, you may see me enter it again. All right, but right now I don't have a huge size. I'm only on 1,200 shares. And right now I don't want to see another 5-minute candle make a new low. I want to see this respected. I want to see buyers move in off 14 and get that next leg up over 1450. All right, so we got 1420s right now. 1420s on the bid. $14.30. Really need to get $14.50 over on WAFU, guys. 1430s. So right now that we're actually up a little bit now, I'm probably going to start bringing my stop up a little bit, closer to break even, because if we do come down, we'll probably come down to the 1380s, and I don't want to take that big of a loss. So that being said, if I do exit my position, but we're still good, I'll definitely re-enter. But right now, I'm mentally just kind of thinking, like, if we start coming back down below that level, I'm going to go ahead and break even there on that trade. I'm going to go ahead and get out. We wanted to see that push. We had the momentum for a second. If you were watching the level 2, we see how we went from 1410 to 1420, 30, 35. We had some nice buying pressure. We had some nice action, right? The fact that this is turning around now concerns me. So that's why I went ahead and cut it, right? I made $67.75 on that trade. I made $65.75 going ahead and getting out, because at that point in time, based on price action, based on what I was seeing, we should have seen that push over 1450. We definitely should have seen that push right away over 1450 if we were going to get that one candle to pop to 15. So I still think we have a little bit of consolidation here before we get that move. So I'm out temporarily. I want to wait to see this candle close and then possibly make another entry on WAFU. I'm going to go ahead and switch this to a 2, just to kind of dial into this a little bit and see what we're looking like on a shorter time frame. All right, decreasing volume, nice little pop. Trying to put in a quick little double bottom above 14. Let's see how this 2-minute candle closes. We got 13 seconds to go here. Depending on how this candle closes, I may be jumping back in for a quick push up to 15. Right now, just kind of sitting back, being patient, waiting to see how this candle closes out. It's all about the candle closures. If the candle closes strong below 14 and it's nice and red, that's not going to signal an entry. If we close towards the top, that might signal an entry over 14. So right now, I'm still not in. Not really 100% on it yet. I want to see what we look like over the next, maybe 20, 30 seconds. All right. So I am long 625. 625 shares, not a full size, but just a little starter over 14 to see if we finally get that push off a quick little double bottom. All right. Quick little bounce. Quick little double bottom over 14. I want to see if we hold 14. If not, I'll just go ahead and walk away. But again, I don't have aggressive sizing on this. I only have 625 shares. Right now I'm down $9.38. $21, 15 bucks. So I'll give it a little bit of breathing room here. I'm in at 14.13. My entry is 14.13. Definitely want to give this a chance though, because this does have a lot of great potential to get back up towards 15 and maybe even break over 15, guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. Are we going to get it? We going to get it, guys? All right, WAFU. Right now, up 70 bucks. Let's see if we get that break over 14.50. Let's see if we can get that break over 14.50 here. Only 625 shares. Nothing crazy. Up $100, $165. Come on, baby. Break 14.50. Back up to 15. That's my first target, right around 15 bucks. Volume moving in. Nice price action. We need to hold this 14.30. We can't keep dipping, right? We can't keep dipping on down like this. We want to see buyers just really come on in. If we keep dipping like this, we keep having this kind of selling pressure as soon as we push. We'll probably see the sellers take control, and this will probably come back down below 14 bucks, like we're seeing right now. Look at that. I'm out. Right? Price action. That's all price action, right? I saw that. It looked good. Why did I get out? Why did I get out 10 cents later? Because I could tell based on that price action, right, that sellers were really holding this stock down. Really trying to hold this stock down. So I went ahead and just got out, Right? I went ahead and got out. Definitely wanted to give it a go though. But I do not want to get caught up in this stock dumping all the way down to $13.50. It's not worth it. It's not worth a $300-400 loss. But it was worth me getting in right at 14 for that possible push. Let's go ahead and look at WKHS real quick. And let's give WAFU a sec. WKHS. So kind of like our example on NIO, right? What was our example on NIO? Look at those moving averages, right? We're below the 200-day, right? 200 days resistance. We're below the 13. We have our 50 pointing down. To me, this doesn't look like a great long at this point in time. I want to see this back above that 13 SMA, and then we may have some room over 15 back up to 20. But right now, at this point in time, just looking at this daily chart, it does not look appealing to me, right? It does not look appealing whatsoever. I'd have to see this get back above 15 first, get back above that 13, actually respect it before we might get a attempt another push into that 200-day moving average resistance. But just the fact that we see these shorter-term moving averages pointing towards the downside really doesn't give me some clear indication that, hey, this is a good swing trade right now. So would I be swinging this? Not right now, but I would definitely be keeping this on watch to see if this could ever get back above $15. And if it does, maybe we have some opportunity there. So we do have WAFU still flagging right now, right? We have our leg up. We have our period of consolidation on decreased volume. Still trying to hold these higher lows. Still trying to hold this 9 EMA, and we have our downtrend. So with that being said, WAFU is still in play. I know that SOS came out with an offering yesterday. I do know SOS came out with an offering yesterday, and that's why SOS was falling on down. So again, offering from 580 down to the 440s, and we're starting to see a little bit of just a little bit of a bounce off those prior daily lows, right? Just starting to see a little bit of a bounce here off old support, old resistance on the daily. So do I think this is a good long-term play? No. Do I think that you could day trade it and scalp it? Yes. But right now, what are we seeing? We're seeing a little bit of a bounce on the daily chart. That's all we're seeing after that offering. Would I be touching it right now? I would not. All right, so I'm still watching WAFU, guys. I'm still watching WAFU on this 5-minute chart. We have about 30 more seconds to close out here. Let's see if we can continue to close with these higher lows and hold the 9. But right now, sellers, based on that price action, right? Based on what I'm seeing, and I'm just feeling the stock, right? I'm just watching these candles. I'm watching the level 2, the time in sales. And I'm just looking at price action right now. Based on this price action, it seems more, bound to come down than it does the push up, right? Just based on the price action. So right now, am I going to jump in now in anticipation for a move up? No, because I'm not getting that sense that we have room to the upside, that we can get that push. So right now, I'm still sitting on the sidelines. To me, it still feels like it has room to come down, all right? Could be wrong. We could break and run here. But for that reason there, just kind of intuition from my experience in the stock market, getting a feel of the stock, the price action, to me, it's definitely nothing I want to get involved with right now at this point in time. But we still do have a great little technical setup. Let's see if we can set up even better for a possible re-entry for that move up to that $15 area, again on WAFU. I think someone actually had this question for me. DNN, it's a uranium stock. Again, I'm not a fundamental guy. I really just stay out of really what's going on in the news. I trade pennies and news on options like CHWY, right? Fresh news today. But if I'm not mistaken, Biden wants to implement the whole Green Act, right? Everything going green, everything going electric, really stopping the fossil fuels and the burning of the nuclear power plants. So do you really think, based on that agenda of going green and the green energy and everything that he wants to implement, do you think that's going to help Uranium? Probably not. Again, I could be wrong, and I made sure I elaborated this in that TikTok post that I made answering the question. I could be wrong, and if I am, someone come in, stitch it, and tell me why I'm wrong, because I want to learn something new today. But based on that right there, would I be buying uranium? No, but again, I could be completely wrong. But that's not my expertise, but just kind of thinking of green energy, everything going electric, trying to do away with the nuclear power plants and the burning and all the emissions, all that stuff. I wouldn't really think uranium would be a really good investment, right? I mean, again, guys, if you guys disagree, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. I don't know everything. Quick little scan through, see if we have anything. Disney, Snapchat, Boeing, Microsoft. How's Apple doing? Apple, not too shabby. I may take a pretty hefty size on Apple here. I like this little, range. I like this little sideways action, consolidating. Nice little floor support. Nice little level of resistance inside a little bit of a channel. We could definitely come up for a third touch breakout over these highs for a possible move up towards around 124. All right, up towards around 124 on Apple. So right now, I do like this consolidation. I like the fact that we're in this nice little tight channel. I do think we could definitely see a nice little third touch breakout for a pop up into the 124s on Apple. Okay, cool. See, I didn't know that. EV uses it for their batteries. And what have I been talking about? Like nickel, lithium, right? If uranium's used for batteries, absolutely. Absolutely. See, I did not know that, so I learned something new today. So with that being said, uranium being used for batteries, nickel, lithium, not actually buying the EV company, Tesla, not actually buying the charging station, Blink, NIO, whatever the case is. Actually diving deep into what runs the car, right? Batteries. So there's going to be a need, there's going to be a demand for batteries, right? So with that being said, I would say yes, that could be a great long-term investment because the demand is going to definitely increase over the years for those particular things. Again, the lithium, the nickel, and like you guys said, uranium. Yeah, don't mind the vape. It's a bad habit. Bad habit. No judgment zone here. See, guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to price action. Price action is really tough to teach. Price action is something that you're here in the stream, you watch me giving the commentary on price action, right? The more you look at stocks, the more you look at setups, the more you understand the level 2 of the time and sales, you'll just get that intuition, that instinct of price action. How did I have a feeling that this stock was going to continue to move lower? Again, I said price action, just the feeling of the stock to me seemed like we had more room to the downside. And again, that's super hard to teach, but it is learnable, and that's just experience, and that's just being in the market, okay? We're doing a lot today, man. Every day we're slowly just adding. Every day we're just doing a little bit more live stream, a little bit more lessons. I mean, education is key. So right now, I'm not a fan of WAFU, right? That lower low, we're definitely in this downtrend now. Let's see if it continues to set up. But right now, not a fan at this point in time, but let's definitely keep that on watch. RCON, not really looking all that great. That was a good trade, right? That was a good trade that we got in on RCON. CHWY still falling. PRPH is time to come off the watch list. RKDA, same thing. I mean, we're down off these pre-market lows. We could see a 274 bounce, but how big of a bounce, right? How big of a bounce? Back up into the 9 EMA, 5-6 cents, not worth it, right? RKDA off the watch list. VTSI off the watch list. PLUG. Do we have anything on PLUG? Well, we have this downtrend from the open, right? We can just draw us a nice little downtrend here. We have a little bit of a higher low forming under the downtrend. This could be a great indication for a nice little break and a move up, but then we have VWAP resistance right overhead. So again, VWAP's going to hold this down as possible resistance, so I have to be mindful of that. Where would I be looking to take some profit? 22 cents away. Where's my stop? 40 cents away. Does that make any sense? No. So here's the thing, guys, to go ahead and clarify these screeners. Here on YouTube, while we do this for the next 2-3 weeks, you will have access to my scanners, right? For free. When we migrate back over to Alpha Day Trading, I will be live streaming these from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every single day, right? Why go pay $240 when you can get them in a 2-second delay as a part of a membership if you decide to join the Alpha Day Trading chat room? So it's up to you. If you want to purchase these scanners and these screeners, go to alphadaytrading.com, stock scanners at the top. Click it. You'll see exactly what you get. You can sign up for trade ideas. You can own these scanners yourself. If you don't want to pay $240 a month, you'd rather pay $100 a month to get this commentary, stream, lessons, daily lessons, Q&As, a community of knowledgeable traders. You have to see where the value is for you. And if the value's there, there's an option. If the value is you go ahead and buying these yourself because you want these on your desktop, go ahead and jump over to Alpha Day Trading, learn a little bit more. You have a referral link there as well, where you can actually save 20 to 25% off as a new customer with trade ideas. So we are moving into the slowest time of the day, lunchtime, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, it was a okay day, right? It was okay. There was some opportunity. But was it hot? Was this market on fire? No. No, it wasn't. So that being said, we may just go ahead and set out over lunch. All right? I may still be here this afternoon. So if I decide to jump back on this afternoon for some power hour trading, I'm going to go ahead and click that stream button and I'm going to restream my afternoon trades for you guys. If I decide to come back in. Right now, I'm only down $230 on the day. Right? Not bad at all. I'm okay with losing a couple $100. I'm okay. I'm not going to put myself in a position when it's slow to lose even more. I would rather walk away down $230 than walk away down $500, $600, $700, right? $230 is easier to come back from. So right now, Apple's looking more like a head and shoulders pattern, all right? So Apple looking more like a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern now, right? So we can see here that we have the move up. We have another attempt higher. And then we have our third attempt that mirrors the first, right? So we can see here we have a little bit of this head and shoulders pattern with our neckline as support. We start to see this crack down below. We could see Apple start to, pull back and definitely form a little bit of a downtrend, right? Start to sell off. So it could be a good short opportunity. So it depends on really how these next, 2 candles close out. Absolutely, Jeff. I will go ahead as soon as I'm done with the live stream in the next 10-20 minutes. I will go ahead and get those credentials set up and send that on over to you. Mark, absolutely. Dive into it. Make sure you take notes. And again, if you have any questions, hit me up anytime. Josh at Alpha Day Trading. Guys, I'm always here to help. With that being said, we may be ending the stream right around now. We don't really have too much going on. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Let's go ahead and take a look at our gainers and losers. WAFU, we've already checked that out. YVR, is there anything happening with YVR? Slow and steady, right? Slow and steady grind. Over lunchtime, though, I'm not a huge fan of this. We have GNLN. Let's go check out GNLN. We have anything going on here? Not really, guys. Not pretty at all. You have anything else with volume, low flow? Well, we have CONN. Let's go check out CONN. CONN. What happened? Right up into that 1911. Remember, we said that it was just that 50-50 zone, right? Buying at 18, it could go either way. It was a 1-to-1. But we did get that target of 1911. It actually pushed into a high of 1940. But we saw here, before this move, we had 1911 resistance. What happened? We came up right to 1911 and got rejected, right? So we knew our targets. We knew that wasn't the smartest trade. It was more of a gamble, right? So CONN right now, I would put support back down towards old resistance, right around that 1835 mark. RKDA, let's check that one out real quick. And if we don't have anything, we will go ahead and wrap up our day. RKDA, do we have anything there? No, that was one we actually just took off the watch list. All right, guys, so I'm not really seeing too much at this point in time. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I will open the floor for the next 15 minutes. Ask away. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. And if not, we'll go ahead and end the stream. We will enjoy the rest of our day. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, if I am here this afternoon, all right, I will definitely click that stream button and I will stream my trades. I give you guys, again, 10, 15 minutes. Floor is yours. How do you set your price drawing tool? Do I trade options? Let's start in order. Maddie, yes. Indeed, I do trade options when large caps are hot. All right, so whenever we have earning season, when we actually have news to get these large cap stocks moving, absolutely, I love options, right? But am I primarily an options trader? No. I do not spend 80% of my time trading options. I spend 80% of my time trading equities, physical shares. That's my bread and butter, all right? But when there's earnings season, when there's hot news on, say, Apple, Facebook, and we see substantial trading volume, right, to where I know the retail traders are there. It's more retail than algo trading in these large cap stocks. I will absolutely trade options. But again, 80% of my trading, I would say 90% of my trading are going to be equities. 10% options. How do you set the price drawing tool? All right, so if you're using TOS, go down to your active tool, right? Go down to your little box right here. Probably has a hand or a mouse. Click it. Go to price level, right? Go ahead and mark up any spot on your chart. Right click it, go to edit properties. You can actually go ahead and edit your properties. I have my left extension on. I have my right extension on. I have my price off to the left. I like it in green. I like the style dashed, right? This is my personal preference setup for my price levels. I will then save it as default. And now anytime you draw on the chart, it will be the price level that you have configured, all right? This is what I do for levels of support and for levels of resistance. So you can go ahead and just go in and, again, edit properties and make your changes, but make sure you save as default. John, absolutely. Definitely tune in. We'll be running this for the next 2 to 3 weeks until Alpha Day Trading is developed and ready to go. We are about 90 to 95% of the way there. I'm excited. It's been a lot of work, a lot of time developing this to make it what will be the best trading chat room in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely, Maddie. We can go over more options tomorrow. In the meantime, if you want to study up now, this afternoon, this evening, Alpha Day Trading, all right? I think I still have a couple of these lessons set as public. So go ahead, Alpha Day Trading, go into videos, scroll down, and I believe I have a couple options lessons here for you guys that I've thrown up. Scrolling down to the bottom. Scrolling down to the bottom. Where are they at? I gotta have a couple of them in here. Those are my old lessons. Tips and tricks. Yes, so right here, 10 months ago, how to calculate your risk and reward with options, right? That's going to actually take all of that data, all of your Greeks, where you can take that option data and basically overlay it on a chart to still calculate risk reward like you would do with physical shares. Now, I also have another lesson in here about options. It's a very basic options lesson where we talk about the Greeks, what an option is, everything like that. So just scroll through, find those lessons in the meantime if you want to check those out. Here we go, right here, a year ago. What are options and how to trade options? Delta, Gamma, Theta, and Vega. If you like it, thumbs up, leave a comment. Appreciate the support. All right, one last scan, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the stream. WAFU may still have some potential here. Let's go ahead and go back over to a 2-minute. All right, we came down to that previous high, which is nice. We have our downtrend right here. But we also have resistance where we're at, right? This prior low is now new resistance. So do I want to be a buyer here? Not really. Not really. Let's see if we can get back above. Let's see if we get a nice little higher low for a possible push here this afternoon. If not, RCON is dead. CHWY never really got any hype. PLUG, more of a descending triangle formation. All right, guys, more of a descending triangle pattern that we're seeing right here over on PLUG. It's where the stock has a flat bottom of support, right? We're making lower highs. You can see how this is in a little bit of this triangle. And we just bounce in between these levels. This is an 80-20 setup. All right, 80-20 setup. 80% of the time, the stock dumps, right? 20% of the time, the stock will actually break the downtrend and move higher. So with that being said, do you want to be a long buyer at 20% odds? No. What would you rather do? 80% of the time, it's a great short. 80% of the time, we get so tight, we crack, right? So why would you want to go long when you only have really 20% odds in your favor? I'd rather go with the 80%, right? 80-20 setup to the short side over on PLUG. So with that being said, this is more of a little bit of a descending triangle formation on PLUG, guys. So I would not be looking to buy this off support for long, right? I'd be more short biased here. So nothing really going on there. Disney, a little choppy. Snapchat, not too shabby, right? Not too shabby at all. We're trying to come down and find a floor support. Let's see if we can find some support and actually start moving on back up. Right, but we're getting our nice little healthy pullback, a little period of consolidation. Let's definitely keep this on watch for this afternoon. Boeing, anything there? No. Microsoft, anything there? Not right now at the highs. Could double top. VXX, not looking at it. Tesla, a little choppy, not looking at it. Facebook, clean and consistent. Nice push, nice pull. Looking for a push and a pull pattern. You're just looking for a nice trend today. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Right? Just play the pullbacks. Wait for the breakout. Wait for the pullback. Make your entry for the next leg up. Apple, slowly creeping up towards those highs. Slowly creeping up. So I don't like just how slow it is. Again, it's in the afternoon, so nothing really crazy there. And WAFU is one that we're going to be watching right now. What did we just do? We broke back above that little level of resistance. Prior support, new resistance, right? We're back above. So let's see if 1350 is now going to hold as support, guys. So we have 1350 light support. Better support, we have $13.10 to $13 over on WAFU. Let's go ahead and get our trend line back out. Look at that. Right into the trend line. What do we want to see here? What do we want to see for a possible entry? What I would like to see, again, we have this, the low. We have the lower low. I'd like to see something like this. Come back down. Respect 1350 as support. Again, it was support here. It was resistance here. I'd like to see this pull back. Hold a higher low off support. Come into a fourth touch of the downtrend for a break. So if we can see this kind of formation here. Higher low off support into the fourth touch. Again, this is the fourth touch. We have 1. We have 2. We have 3. Into the fourth touch off a higher low is an 80-20 setup for the break for a nice big push. So that's what I'm looking like. I want to try and see here on WAFU. If we get that, I will be looking to take this long. I will definitely live stream until this trade either A, goes in my favor and I take the entry, or B, it doesn't work out and I don't take the trade. As far as swing trading, as you guys know, I'm not a huge swing trader, okay? I'm not a huge swing trader for the simple fact that I like to control my risk real time. What happens at 7, 8 o'clock? I'm not in the market, right? I'm out enjoying life. So what happens if the company issues an offering? It dumps. I can't really control my risk real time, so I'm not a fan of swing trading. But there are really good swing traders out there, right? Go give Ashton Nolan a follow. Go to my TikTok, go to my followers list. Go give Ashton a follow. He is an exceptional swing trader, right? That is his bread and butter. He's 80% swing, 20% day trading. I'm 80% day trading, 20% swing trading, right? We all have our skill sets that we're great at. And from what I've seen, he's a great swing trader. So go give him a follow. Do I swing trade? Absolutely. I do swing trade. But again, it's not 80% of the time. I like to control that risk. But that's what you need to determine is how much time do you have to spend in the market. Based on that time, that may determine the type of market or the type of trading you do, right? Do you swing trade? Do you trade options? Do you swing trade options? Do you come in early and trade futures? Do you trade Forex, right? Based on the time you have to commit to the market right now may determine how you start your trading career with the market and the style of trading. Now, let's say you get really good at swing trading, you quit your job, and you're making enough money to swing trade full time. Then you could start learning how to day trade while you're still making money. So again, you got to have a foundation. Your foundation may futures, Forex, options. Your foundation may be swing trading, right? Because you're limited to time. So hopefully that answers your question. Connor, yeah, Ashton is the man. Connor, you're the fucking man too, man. What are you doing up in here? Connor, options trading daily. Fucking amazing guy. Knows his shit. So again, he actually made a post like a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't know. He goes, how come I don't trade like equities? Right? Because I suck. No, wait, maybe that was Trade Invest Simplify. Someone was like, why do I not trade options? Because I fucking suck at trading options, right? How come I don't primarily trade options? Because I'm not a great options trader. I can admit that. I am not a great options trader as far as trading options full time. But there's some people that are really, really good, like Connor, right? I'm pretty sure Connor trades options. Hopefully I'm right. Yeah, again, options trading daily. Yeah, duh. You know, a mentor of mine, not a mentor, a mentor. He's also going to be a team leader in the Alpha Day Trading Chatroom, and his name is, dude, I'm drawing a fucking blank right now. Matt Kursdell. Jeez. He's a phenomenal options trader. He actually connected with me a year ago to learn how to trade equities, and he said, I suck at trading equities, so I'm not going to trade them. Thank you for taking the time to teach me, but I'm not going to be good at them. I'm going to stick to options. He taught me his options strategy. I suck at it. I'm not great, but he's amazing. So everybody has their skill set. Everybody has their form of trading that works for them. So again, go follow Ashton Nolan, all right? Amazing swing trader. Go follow Connor, right? Go follow Connor, options trading daily. Phenomenal options trader, right? Why do I not trade options 80% of the time, 100% of the time? Because I am not efficient with them. My bread and butter is equities, right? I'd rather buy 100, 200 shares of Tesla and spend 60 to 120 grand because I just feel more confident in myself trading the actual share than trading the option with all of those variables, theta, implied volatility, I mean, you name it, right? So again, go give everybody a follow. So again, what did we say? Third touch. We want to see a higher low into the fourth touch, right? If we can get that higher low into a leg up into the fourth touch downtrend, I will be taking a long position with my stops under whatever this low is. The low's 13.52, stops will be 5 cents under. If the low's 13.70, my stops will be 10 to 15 cents under, right? But I'm waiting for a nice little bottom, a nice little curl, start to see some buyers move back in, establish what would be a low into the trend line for that possible break, right? For that possible move up. So I'm just sitting back and waiting for the best setup. No reason to take the trade now. Absolutely not. We want to see that curl into the downtrend. Yeah, that was Kenneth. Yes, it was Kenneth. I said, why do I do not trade options? Because I suck. And that resonated with me. Why do I not trade options? It's because I fucking suck at it, right? Let's be real. I'm not the best options trader. But when I feel like the options market's hot, when we have a lot of large caps ripping and running, consistent retail traders are there, earnings season, whatever the case is, will I get involved in options? 100%. Absolutely. Have I made great money on options before? Absolutely. I mean, I took a $500 account and grew it to $3,000 in less than 30 days just for fun. So I know I can trade options, but should it be my main focus? No. Why? Because I'm not confident enough to trade options all the time. My confidence lies in small caps or just period equities. Just equities in general. So, WAFU, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to go here, all right? Let's get ready to go. So right now, I want to start building a position, right? I want to start building a position. Am I going to take 1,000 shares? No, right? Because 1,000 shares out of 30 cents, $300. I'm not going to put myself in a position to lose $300. What if I did 250 shares to start here to build a position? It comes down 30 cents. Well, it's only 75 bucks. I'm okay with that, right? So there we go. Bottom right-hand corner. I'm long 250 share starter position, WAFU. See, we're starting to get that higher low curl into the fourth touch downtrend. We want to see volume move in. We want to see buyers back above 14. We really want to see that time and sales start ramping up, right? This is what we wanted to see 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, before this even started happening. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy a little bit more here, all right? I want to see this get a nice big break. Right now, if this breaks, where's the last higher low? Right here, 1365. Where are my stops? 1365, 1360, right? We don't want to see it come back down. This stock is going to be strong. This stock is going to break out off this pattern, off the downtrend, off the higher low. We have volume moving in. We do not want to see it come back down. If it does, it'll probably come back down to 1310. Am I going to bag hold this to 1310? No. I'm going to put my stop underneath this low. We want to see a nice clean break on great volume and really get some momentum moving back on into this play. So right now I'm long 500 shares at 1393. 1393, giving it about 20 cents or so. 20 to 25 cents of breathing room here on WAFU. Now here's one thing, is this could be the downtrend. If we connect the wicks, right? Wick. This could still be a downtrend that we're underneath, right? We got to make those adjustments. At that point in time, I had my downtrend right here. So from this perspective, we're above the downtrend. However, if you actually connected off these wicks, you're still underneath the downtrend. So we could continue to move lower, right? So let's go ahead and see how this is going to play out. Is that the downtrend traders are respecting right here? Is that the downtrend? Or are they going to respect the downtrend off the wicks? You got to be a chameleon. You have to adapt, right? Which one is it? If we keep moving up and start breaking out with no issues, they're respecting the first one. If we get rejected and we start moving back down, they're respecting this one, and we may have to cut and wait for a better entry. And I'm okay with cutting and jumping back in for a better entry, right? That's my style. That's how I trade. If I can cut my loss at 10 cents instead of 50 cents, but jump back in if it resets back up, what am I going to do? I'm going to cut my loss at 10 cents instead of 50 cents, and if it sets back up, get back in. Because my loss is so small and I can easily recover from it on a good setup. So I'd really like to see these buyers hold above 14 now, and I'd really like to see the next leg up. But again, I'm going to give this about 20-25 cents of breathing room. Anything can change, though. Again, price action, right? Getting a feel of the stock. Which way is it going, right? Who's in control, buyers or sellers? We can see that sellers are. Every time we pop back up to the 13.95, 13.96 on the bid, it slams 10 cents. What does that tell me? There's hidden selling. There's people. There's someone hitting that market button. Anytime that we're at 13.95, 13.98, 14, and boom, it slams 10, 20 cents. It pushes back up, boom, slams 10 to 20 cents. What does that tell me? That there's probably some hidden sellers slamming that market button, and that's something to be concerned of as well. That's why it's important to understand that level 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 14.50 first target. I don't have a lot of shares. I don't have a lot of size, right? I wanted to grow a couple thousand, but I'm not going to be buying this right here. I'm going to go ahead and keep my 500 shares at my 13.93 cost basis. And I'm going to see if we can get back up to 15 bucks here. So I'm going to give this a little bit of time to work itself out. One thing you have to be mindful of is not cutting your winners too soon, right? If it's a good setup, let the setup play out. Don't cut your winners too soon, and don't cut your losses too late, right? You got to find that happy balance. So right now, the setup's still okay. The setup's still good. Why am I going to go ahead and take profit here? Right? I'm going to give this a little bit of time to work itself out. So we're on a 2-minute chart. We have about 40 seconds left until this 2-minute candle closes on out. We'd like to see a nice solid green candle here to really see buyers come on in. All right, we don't want to see it close down below 14 or even at the low 14s. We want to see a nice 14.20 close, 14.28 close, preferably. Can we get a stock moving today, ladies and gentlemen? Are traders here? Do traders want to make money? Let's get some buyers, right? Got a decent little setup here. We don't want to see it curling back on down. See, like that? We don't want to see that kind of price action. We don't want to see it. I'm taking some off the table, guys. Pretty darn close to my entry. I'd rather break even than get stuck in a loss. I went ahead and took 250 shares off the table. Right at my entry price at that 13.93. Actually got filled at 13.90. Just in case we keep seeing that selling pressure, right? Every time we push up, we're getting slammed. Again, that's telling me that we have some people just market ordering out, right? We're not seeing that reflected on the level 2. I'm out. I went ahead and got out right before the dump. So I didn't like the price action. I got 250 off the table at 13.82, 250 at 13.80. I went ahead and got out for only a $50 loss there on WAFU. All right. So right before it came crashing down to that 13.50, I went ahead and just got out. I wasn't liking the price action. So it was a nice trade, right? It was a good entry. But we are not in a hot market. And we're not really seeing stocks hold their gains and really move on up, which is unfortunate, right? So if I take a $300 loss today, so be it. I'll take a $300 loss today because we only need one great day in the market to completely eat up all of our small losses, right? Being consistent with honoring our plan, keeping our losses as small as possible. It only takes 1 or 2 great days in the market to eat up all of those little losses to where all of your consistent winners are what you're making profit on, right? All those small base hits, all those small consistent winners that you've accumulated over the month. You get 1 or 2 great trades that eats up all your negative, you're making money, guys. It's all about consistency, right? You have to be consistent as a trader. I'll be consistent with $200 to $300 losses a day because I know it only takes one great $2,000 trade to eat up my losses. And my win rate's 70%. So out of every 10 days, I only have 3 red days usually. 7 of them are green. One's a great one. So I'm always staying profitable in the stock market. So again, it looks like, what did we say? That's going to be the downtrend, right? We had the downtrend drawn just a little too low. So then we made our adjustments. We're still underneath the downtrend. So could this still be a stock in play? Yes. Should we sit here and wait and be patient before we jump on in? Absolutely. Let's see if it sets up, guys. But right now, we are in lunch. We are losing a lot of volume. So with that being said, I may not want to take the entry even if it sets up, just because it is lunchtime. So with that being said, I'm going to call it quits for now. Again, it's 12 o'clock. We're losing a lot of volume. If I do dive back in this afternoon, I will click the stream button. We will be going live again if I decide to jump back in. But worst case scenario, I'm going to walk away negative $289.48 on the day. Didn't exceed my daily loss, right? My daily loss, $500. I don't want to exceed that. I'm actually well below my threshold. I'm happy with that loss. I'm okay with this loss because I know that the one day we get some activity in the market, the one day that we actually have some stocks moving, I can easily come in and I can easily make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I know I can easily come in and make $300, $400, $500 on an average day. I know that at the end of the month, on average, I will walk away profitable. Am I going to let one red day set me back? No. I'm not going to let one red day set me back. I'm going to look at all the progress I've made. And all the progress I've made is great, baby. So, with that being said, questions, comments, concerns, real quick, 2 minutes until 12. We'll be ending the live stream. But again, if you have any questions, I want to make sure I get those answered for you. All right? So once again, amazing day, team. Slower side, right? It was definitely on the slower side. Took a couple losses here in pre-market on good setups. We just didn't really have the follow-through from the buyers. We definitely have the sellers and the shorters really taking over today in this market. But that's okay, right? Understand your risk. Understand what you're getting involved with. Manage your risk. Don't exceed your rules. Have rules. Don't veer from them. If you say you're only going to lose $500 a day, don't exceed that. Keep your losses as small as possible. So when you come into the market and it's hot and you have potential to make a shit ton of money, you can make all that money and it not just go towards recouping those big losses that you took. So keep your losses small. Implement fantastic, proper risk management. Understand when to walk away, which is now. It's 12 o'clock, right? It's slow. The market's very slow. Why sit here and continue to dig yourself more of a hole? Walk away. Come back tomorrow. The market's going to be here. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, amazing day, amazing work. So happy to have you guys here. Day 3 of our live trade stream. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Hopefully you guys are receiving all of this as just nothing but value bombs, all the education, all the lessons, all the live analysis. Hopefully you guys are taking something away from this to make you guys better traders. That is the goal here, is to share as much as I can with you to where you can take something away, apply it to become a better trader. So, with that being said, you guys know the drill. If we have Jason in here, Jason's going to get it going. He's going to get it going. Who's here that knows the drill? How do we end our days, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. Someone give it to me. Not in that way, dirty-minded people. We're not going to get it. Oh, we actually dropped the year. Everybody's out of here. They're like, Josh, you said you're streaming until 11. I got to get out of here at 11 o'clock. It's 12. What are you doing? There we go, Maddie. In 3, 2, 1. Woo! Awesome work today. Awesome job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just as we're leaving, WAFU, getting the setup that we wanted, right? We wanted that higher low. We wanted the break on volume of the downtrend. WAFU, missed timing on my part. It's all good. Cut my loss. Walk away at negative $90 on that trade. But that was the setup that we were looking for, guys. But again, I told myself a couple minutes ago, I am done for the day. I'm staying disciplined. I'm sticking to my word. I am done, especially for the next 2 hours while it's slow. So again, awesome job, awesome work. If you guys ever have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up, Josh at Alpha Day Trading. I'm always happy to help. With that being said, be smart, stay safe, happy and safe trading. I will see you guys most likely tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.